Alright, so the time is 10:09. The day is 10/20/2025, and this is episode 15 of the Legendary Duo Podcast. And we're gonna jump right into
what up?
Our first thing. So this is some lady. He gonna talk about.
Yeah, this lady just gave us $40
because we're cute.
because we're cute.
And I'm an old white lady and they cute.
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 Let them know. Wait, can you say nigga? Say y'all rock.
Y'all rock and I ain't gonna say the
G-G-A-A, yeah.
Okay. What do you think about that?
I think it's funny.
Do you think they should have went home with that old lady and pimped themselves out for the bag?
No, he look about 16, 17 or something like that. They don't look old enough. But I know she old because like back in the days, that's just something that you used to do. When you see cute kids, you used to give them money. So I think that's funny that she used to.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. You give them. Oh, look at them, they so cute. You give them dollars. Is it okay? $5. You know, you just used to give them money. Like, I'm old, so I catch myself from doing that. But that's hilarious that she gave teenagers or whatever, however old they are. That was what was up. I like that. That was cute.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas missed out on the opportunity. But anyways, so hold up. Alright, so there's this streamer named Hasan Abi who is a terrible person, who is, pro 9/11, pro Osama bin Laden, pro Mao, pro Vladimir Lenin, pro North Korea, pro the invasion of Ukraine, anti-American, everything good, he's against it. But he is a communist, millionaire, socialist, nepo baby who grew up, he's an anchor baby. So his mom is Turkish, she's a Turkish model, and his dad is a Turkish millionaire. He grew up in a rich family. His parents came to America, had him as an anchor baby, and then flew back to Turkey. He's also a Turkish nationalist, but he was in Turkey, grew up rich, grew up a billionaire lifestyle, went back to America in college and got brainwashed into socialism, I'm assuming, and then he went to go work for his uncle, his uncle is this guy, Cenk Uygur. And Cenk Uygur, he's in control of this thing called the Young Turks, which is a reference to a Turkish, hold on, wait, let me see.
I never knew that.
I think it's a reference to a Turkish like terrorism group or something. I don't know. But basically, Young Turks, it's reference to Turkey. Turkey was also the country who, the only country where you could think of when you think about genocide another group of people, you think of Turkey. And he and the Young Turks are pro Armenian genocide as well because they're Turkish nationalists. But he worked for his uncle, this guy, Cenk Uygur, right here. You see him? Mm-hmm. And he has this thing called the Young Turks. You seen that?
Yeah.
He worked for his uncle, the Young Turks, and then he went, because Destiny was the first political streamer ever. So he he was a part of Destiny's community, and he was pretending to be a social democrat. And then he started his own community and went full socialist. So that's his origin story. He said America deserved 9/11. Literally, those are his words. He supports the invasion on Ukraine. He's just a bad person. But recently, he has been exposed for being a dog abuser. So we're gonna get into that.
Well, it's here we get.
You have to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
She's like, it's 'cause she has a lot of neck meat.
All right, so as we can see from this video, the person who he's with says, "Yo, this collar's too tight." So you could see him take off the collar somehow, right? The too tight collar, allegedly by her, and with his left hand completely move it under the desk. Did you notice that? Mm-mm. Okay, I'll point it out again. So this is the dog, right? Mm-hmm. Right, this is the dog. All right, so this is his left hand, right? The collar. He's about to take it. He removes it, right? Mm-hmm. He takes it off, and then he keeps his left hand and he slides it under. You see it? his left hand never leaves underneath the table. So you see it?
Okay.
You catch it? You caught that?
Yeah, but what's the big deal?
He never showed the camera, so we never actually seen the collar. You get what I'm saying? So this is before the initial incident. So this is just this is a pre-shadow.
I thought that was the incident.
No, this is a prelude.
What the hell?
This is a prelude, or
Okay.
I think it is prelude, right? It's never called prelude, and then what comes after the story? What is that called? Epilogue. Oh wait, it's something like plays and plays. They had this shit. Introductory action event musical piece that comes before a more significant one, and then
Stormy days.
epilogue. A section or speech at the end of a book or play that serves as a comment on or conclusion to it. So this is the prelude to what actually happens, and this is the initial point. So Hasan, like I said, he's an anti-American, pro unaliving of landlords, pro unaliving of capitalists. He's very far out into communist ideology, and he's really anti-American. So he complains about America every single day, literally, and he's complaining about his internet and how it's oppressive how bad his internet is. And his dog is a dog breed. So because Hasan is a millionaire champagne socialist who lives in a $25 million mansion and is making hundreds of millions of dollars every year, he has to pretend to be poor to his fans. He lies about his background and acts like he grew up poor in Turkey. It's ridiculous. Even though he grew up riding horses, which is nothing that a poor person could ever do, ever. But his dog is a breeded dog, one of the most expensive breed dogs ever. He pretends like he didn't pay any money for it. So this is one of those dogs that cost thousands of dollars that was made for it. And this is a dog breed that is specifically meant to be outside and hunt the herd sheep, because each dog has an intended purpose. And the thing about certain dog people is that they don't actually care about dogs. They want to have dogs to have them around. They don't actually want their dog to move around. And he's someone who, he has this dog and he wants his dog to stay on one position the entire stream.
To act like a cat.
Yeah, he wants his dog to essentially be a prop. It's ridiculous.
Of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
Did you catch that? Mm-hmm. So the dog is just being free, right?
Kaya, please just.
You see, all right, this is important. You see where his hand is going?
Yeah,
Fucking go, just stop.
And then the dog has an immediate reaction and lays back down.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just you're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom. No, she doesn't want to come over here to.
That was 6 days ago. So what do you think about this initial event? The kickoff.
I think it's funny, and the reason why I say that is because, like, it's not even like the dog was doing something. It's not
Facts.
like it was barking or study going back and forth, chasing his tail, coming over there trying to lick on him while he was trying to podcast. The dog didn't do a damn thing. So what is the, you know what I'm saying? You can get statues for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Real life, if you just want it positioned there, but to train it. I never understood dog people that never let their dog just run free. That's why they be so hyper and be jumping on people all the time. You do have some dogs that's hyper like that, but they, like you said, they don't let them just be.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And you don't have to have your dog on the furniture. That's what Destiny said. He said you don't have to technically, I guess, have your dog on the furniture. It can still live a happy life.
Which is true.
If you leave it and tell it to only stay in one location, that's not really how dogs work. They're not cats. And even cats love to run around. Except, my cats, or one of my cats, was something wrong with her. She's like a dog. She's more of a dog than a cat, but you know what I'm saying? She even has that stance. You know how they have cats who was raised by dogs have like a stance? I seen her in that stance sometimes. It's really sad, honestly, that, she's so messed up. But, so, after this, the first allegation was that So we're gonna watch this. Okay, so does it appear that she hit her paw on something? This is the claims by his community initially, and him in his
The
community.
same reason as to why America, please just fucking go, just stop.
So no, it's a 0% chance to you.
0% chance.
Yeah, I don't see her hitting her thing on
Step
anything.
on anything.
America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
And you can even hear the press. So yeah, so basically you know, what do you think? So so what do you think about them trying to tell people that she stubbed her hand and that she wasn't shot? What do you think about it?
I think it's dumb. People really try to play with people's intelligence. It's
True facts.
hilarious.
It's impossible.
Sometimes, especially when you see right through it, and they really caping and really trying to make themselves believe this story along with you. You look ridiculous. I see exactly right through you.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh, I thought I had post saved. There's another. So because of this event and a lot of things happening, some people have went back and found old clips. And there's another one.
Going to use to potentially put pressure.
Okay, so Hasan Abi, who really for some reason doesn't like his dog. Alright, so people have been coming back to old clips of Hasan and interactions with his dog post the initial incident, and this is one that people found, and this is really disgusting. So as you can see, you know, same context. He's probably bitching and complaining about America. His dog is laying on the ground being a freak dog, and he
Was potentially going to use to potentially put pressure on Jordan's king to try and take in more Palestinians, correct? I mean, that's what we've heard from Trump over the course.
He muted himself, right? So he muted himself, and as we can see, right, he's speaking to the dog. He puts his hand over. He looks at the shot. You can see the direct line of movement, right? And the same thing that on the same position as the last clip, right? He's still talking to it, and then you can see an obvious, you know, reaction. You can see the whole body react from head all the way down, and then it gets back on the thing. All right, so what do you think about this clip?
I think it's crazy because at first I was wondering, I'm like, okay, he got an electric collar. So what? You know what I'm saying? They sell it. What's the problem with that? If you using it, just use it. They sell it. You know what I'm saying? But then I was thinking like, okay, maybe they do sell it, or maybe, excuse me, people do use it, but maybe they only use it temporarily while they training the dog. And then after that, they done using it and it's not for like everyday use or something like that. Then maybe I could see something wrong with that. But, and that's probably what it is, because I don't see, you know, because I'm not a dog person and I don't care for dogs, but just because I feel that way don't mean that I feel like it's okay to abuse any animal or anybody or anything like that. So that's why I was trying to understand what's the big deal or what's the thing to hide about the electric collar. But if it was used like a regular collar in regular life and not just in training alone or whatever, I could see that being a big problem, because would you study zapping the dog doesn't know when it's coming. That's trauma. That could cause PTSD, you know, that could cause a lot of issues and stuff like that. It's probably, you know, like I could see him getting attacked later or something like that. Like, that's wild. And I do see the problem with the electric collar as I'm processing that way of thinking, because I don't really see the point of it on a regular daily basis.
Yeah, especially for the actions. So the dog is literally just trying to move and lay on the thing, and he's electrocuting it, which is dog abuse, because you're not training it to engage in a specific behavior, and you're not rewarding it for doing something or giving it negative punishment immediately after for doing something specific. a lot of people are literally dumb. So a lot of people think that you communicate with dogs via words and not the proper training. But this is obviously dog abuse. This is obviously, if you're telling your dog, or if you're shocking your dog for not going to a position, especially if you tell it like, oh, a place, and you expect it to get up in place, in response to it not getting up, you shock it. It's the shock that's making it realize that it needs to get into place, not you saying the words. So, you know, Hasan isn't moron, doesn't know how to train his dog abuser. On top of everything else, top of the already terrible characteristics that he possesses just as a human, like being a doxer and everything else, he's also, you know, a dog abuser. And his fans were trying to say that he didn't, and that we are actually all wrong and we're actually hating on Hasan. Something. His fans are going into full cult mode and absolutely believing everything he says and trying to brainwash us that he didn't shock his dog and it got clipped on something.
Yeah, okay.
But luckily for us, we discovered that is not the case, you know. So that was the initial clip, and things just keep moving from there.
Candace.
Of all of America. This is one of Kaya's many callers. Come here. This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. Are you happy?
Okay, so apparently this is black tape over here. Apparently there's prongs that stick out here that he's black tape over, and you'll see the way that he's holding it. It makes it kind of hard to see at first.
That's it. Good. There's the air tag. There's the fucking vibrator. It also has a flashlight component to it at nighttime.
What he says doesn't matter. But after initial event, after this all was crazy, when I heard about this, I just said, I don't care about this. But he just kept making up lies. It was ridiculous. But this is a day after everybody went crazy on him, and he came a day later to show us all the collar, and he says it had the capacity to vibrate. So what this means is, like, say like somebody give you be like, oh, you want a piece of gum, and you pull your hand on it, right? What's happening to it is it's vibrating, right? But it doesn't feel like a vibration. If a nigga gives you a piece of gum or those gum things and you pull it and it's like, oh shit, nigga, that's a shock vibration. Nigga, it's the same thing. You're getting vibration and you're getting shock. It's like, that's what he means by the capacity to vibrate. Like, yeah, nigga, it's obviously not going to electrically charge. That's what, like, when they mean shock, they don't mean fucking Zeus, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? It has the capacity to vibrate. This is brainwashing and gaslighting, and Hasan has openly admitted that he is a propagandist. This is what he says about himself. So this is propaganda that he's giving his fans.
Hit the vibrator. Press the button while you got
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Vibrate yourself. But what do you think about this vibration collar? And by the way, people tested this exact same collar on Marlon. He tested on himself, and if you vibrate a dog on the neck, like, come on, my nigga, it's a shock collar. Just say it, my nigga. It's the same. He's trying to soften the blows. But what do you think about this nigga?
Yeah, I want to see him press the button while he has it in his hand. I want to see the reaction. I want to see, are you going to hold it still? Or is your hand going to move at all? I want to see it. If it's nothing, let's see a demonstration.
Yeah, let me see if he says something else in this video.
And it also has a tracker on it when she gets lost. If she were to actually get fucking lost, think it does. Okay? Here, this is the flashlight.
He's a weirdo. Anyways.
Candace Owens.
I'm gonna put the wide shot. Boom.
Yes, we can.
Hi, Jack.
Go to the camera, huh?
No.
Think about going outside.
Don't even think about going outside. It's so funny.
I'm gonna put the white shot.
As you can see, when he was shocking the dog, this was what he was pressing. So right on his death, he was using his left. See my left hand, he was doing that. He kept doing that motion. This is what he was pressing.
Boom.
And we're gonna go into it later. So that's a circular thing, and it's a button in the middle. You just press it. We're gonna talk about that later. And he moves it out of frame, right? And he looks up at the dog. So yeah, if you're a Hasan fan and you don't believe he shocked his dog at this point, you know what I'm saying? Just give it up, bro. Just go do something else, because you're obviously delusional or something. You know, you're not mentally all right. But you know, his friends actually admit. So listen to this.
I have never seen the dog get shocked. That's my take.
No,
I've never seen the dog get shocked. The clip is insane. Like, the clip looks awful. He has a vibrating collar, and it looks like, I've seen it, because guys, I'm a psychopath. I love dogs, okay? So, what I had to say, I went to his house, I looked at the collar is taped off, where I think there would be prongs.
Yes.
There's no zap, there's only a vibrate function.
Yeah. So I would agree to that. If I didn't have like my own collar and I put it over like my hoodie and shot myself on level 10 and it almost took off my neck. I'm not
No, there's no shock. Like, the electric prongs are taken out of it.
But here's my thing, right?
Like, it's only a vibrate. Like, there's a setting for vibrate and there's a setting for shock.
Yes.
So there's only since the prongs are in it, it only vibrates.
So what's your...
Basically, what I'm saying is that there's prongs, there's shock prongs, there's vibration. You know, vibration is still, you know, it's still going to give you vibrating a dog's neck for, you know, it's still abuse. You know, for not laying on the ground, you know, it's still abuse. And her saying, you know, I've never seen him shock. That's not something that your homie's supposed to say. So even his homies is turning on.
taped up, so you know.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But
As long as that's not touching him, he's okay.
Hasan lives in California. He's a coastal elite. He lives in like a rich, ultra rich, you know, $10 million home plus neighborhood. And he has this podcast. He's a communist, by the way, which means he's against capital. He's against money. He believes that money is slavery. If you pay somebody for work, and you are enslaving them. But he also has editors, which he pays for work. And he owns the means of their production, meaning he owns, you know, his own content and his work. He doesn't split any of his revenue with his people. But he says that he bought his editors a PC, which means they own the means of their production, which is not really how that works. But, you know, he has this podcast and he gets all his friends to simp for him. So let's watch this. It's really awkward and strange and weird.
I've been getting canceled for abusing my dog, Kaya. Very quickly.
To be fair, it's a very convincing.
Hold on. How do you... Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how do you watch this shit on... Here we go.
Clip.
Yeah,
it's
not
like
good.
an insanely the timing is horrible in that
It's
clip.
awful timing. I'm reaching. I should stop reaching for zinc canisters in general. Now every time Kai actually walks,
He was reaching.
Every time I literally just put my hands up. I'm like, I didn't do anything.
That's good. That's good.
But yeah,
Trigger.
she's obviously spot trained. It's called like when you say the place command, she goes and lays there. It's really good.
That's cap. That's cap. That nigga's lying. She is not trained. And when she says place, she does not go to her place. She goes to her place after you say place like twice, and then you shock her. This nigga's lying.
Good training for service dogs and every other type of dog that's gotten professionally trained. It like calms them down, stuff like that. But people immediately were like, because the clip looks pretty fucking bad. I was like, I just gotten back from France, super jet lagged, super pissed off because my internet shut down, stream effed. I just got back on stream. I'm like in panic mode. I'm trying to like fix everything, and I was rude as she yelped. And people were like, oh, he's like zapping her with an electronic collar.
Yo,
and
look at these niggas' faces. They're like, man, I have to lie for my nigga. This is my friend. He didn't abuse his dog. So basically, this has devolved into Hasan. If he shocked his dog, that makes him a dog abuser. Therefore, he didn't shock his dog, because when I seen Hasan with his dog, it indicated that he loved his dog, which I don't believe that his dog loved him, because his dog obviously fears for him. I seen enough clips to see when he gets up, his dog automatically runs to her place. He says, you know, he tries to call her name, she ignores him. This dog does not rock with this nigga at all. And, you know, these niggas, you can just see in their face, this is like, it's like when Trump was telling all his niggas, he was like, yo, I won the election, and all his niggas will have to get on the stage and be like, yeah, we won the election, yeah, we won, and the Democrats stole it. Some niggas were like really struggling to say it, and they couldn't do it all the way. It's like these niggas, they're struggling to buy into it.
Like shocking her, he's a dog abuser, and they've been saying that nonstop. And there's a lot of funny memes, to be fair.
There are.
There's also funny ones where it's like I'm riding or whatever, where it's just like I'm zapping her.
Yeah.
People really went above and beyond with it. It's just interesting because Kai is the most pampered dog of all time.
She is pampered. The only reason I was like, we've got to talk about the freaking pod is because obviously I stream, you stream, and the amount of people coming in my chat.
Hold on, I stream.
Oh, you stream sometimes.
That's crazy. He streams all the time.
Do you?
I do. I mean, you're never awake. You're never awake, and it's okay. You know what? Nobody gives a shit about me.
No, I do. I care. So you've probably been asked too. People keep coming in our chat and they're like,
go to Austin's chat.
They go to poor rickety old Austin show who's barely getting
they're
up
like,
in the
why are you
morning.
hanging out with a dog abuser?
I
don't believe that Hasan has abused a dog.
No, I also
personally.
don't believe that either because I bore witness to how you treat.
All his fans, they say, well, he treats her nice. When I see him around her, therefore I don't believe he abused her. But these niggas are streamers, close to elite, a millionaire, living disconnected from reality, so they don't have any experience. But everybody else on the internet, besides the Hasan Glazers, we all understand the truth. All right,
So all this does is breed resentment against Israel, and also depending on how.
Dog is not allowed to move from this position. She is a prop. I feel bad for her. Kylie.
That's crazy. This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. Are you happy? That's it.
And now it's mainstream. I love her. I think her collar's too tight.
Well, it's here we get.
You have to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
She's like, she has a lot of neck meat. Of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
This nigga's crazy.
Like she was doing something. The reason why the collar got to be so tight so that shot could go ahead and hit it, because he said it's a lot of neck meat. He got to make sure it reach.
It's ridiculous. It's really sad.
And the reason why they caping like that is because out of all of those things that you named about him, abusing that dog, that's the one that'll get him out of there.
Exactly.
That's the one that'll get his ass out of there.
Facts.
Motherfuckers do not play about them goddamn dogs.
Exactly. But it's really sad that that's really how, morally bankrupt this country is. That people care more about dogs than, 9/11. But people are terrible. Most.
Looks terrible because it looks like where I'm like looking back to give her a place command. It looks like I'm moving around where all my Zintons are. Ironically enough. She wasn't even wearing like the vibration collar that's in contention now. Like everyone was like, this is not, he definitely shocked her. Like on that day, she just had like a regular collar. She has a bunch of different collars. There's like a fight collar, there's a vibration collar for reinforcing her training, or most importantly for walking around when I'm like out in the park or when I'm hiking or anything like that. When I take her on long walks, I like to
listen to what he just said, though. He said it's a training collar.
Exactly.
So when we doing this and when we doing that, my guy, if it's a vibrator, it just vibrate. And you just said it's a training collar for this and that. You ain't doing none of that shit. My homie, you in the crib. You in the library recording. What the fuck do you got the vibrating collar on for in that moment then? Why?
Exactly, but
your words
it
you
wasn't
just
a
said.
vibration collar. To him, it was a regular collar. That's what he trying to gaslight people into saying. So, what do you think about him saying that she didn't even have on the collar? What do you think about that? That's even crazier, right? Like,
it is. It is. I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
I think he should have just walked in it.
Yeah, he should have just owned it like a real nigga.
let her roam. I like to let her run around. And if she's super far away where she can't hear me, or if her attention is elsewhere, you know, if she's like chasing a squirrel or something, the vibration is supposed to communicate alongside with like your voice. Right now, I would say like all of my social media, like wherever I am on the internet, people are just like, you're a dog abuser. I'm going to come and kill you. I'm going to steal your dog. I'm going to kidnap your dog. That's one of the most insane, like, I mean, yeah, here, just now, like 6 minutes ago, are you the dog abuser guy? Right? Like,
he is a dog abuser guy. He's just a terrible person on top of abusing his dog, even if he wouldn't, you know. But you know, but you know.
He could have really cleaned that up.
I hate this fucking country so much.
I guess that's a good thing. Because he could have said, well, yeah, you know, it's this kind of collar, but, you know, I wasn't aware how bad it looked until people brought it to my attention. Now that I'm aware, you know, I changed the collar and this, and that, and then he could have donated some money to a charity, brought somebody in to retrain him how to be with dogs or something like that. But he's not a good person. I don't know, but from what you say, you know, the things that I hear,
he's not a good person.
He's not a good person. So he wouldn't care about those things. The purpose for her is to be there in position to look good in the background. You know what I'm saying? Because he could say, well, you guys don't know, you know, how she is off of camera. She usually is just hyper and running around. This is the calmest that she's ever been when we've recorded. And that's why I have this collar. But now that I understand, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and people would have respect that and saw a change and he could have moved forward from that. But since he's trying to like have his head in the clouds and make people think that this shit ain't what the fuck it is, you look like an ass and that's how you gonna get canceled.
Yeah, facts. Brainwashing people. It's because he came out with the initial lie and then he had to come up with new lies to try to.
It never ends. The lies never end.
Yeah, to try to counteract the first lies. Come up with
You can be on a fucking mountain in the middle of Norway and get better internet than Los Angeles, California. Such a first world problem. But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence.
Just fucking go. You could be a great owner, but what you did was fucked up, casually shocking her. I didn't do that. Was she up? No, she went when she was getting off the bed. Because I assume she like either stepped funny or clipped her fucking foot on something. I don't know. They said you shocked her with a button. Yeah. In my evil villain lair. This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate.
This nigga just said this is the one that they saw. But nigga, what do those words mean if she didn't have on the collar when we come on, man?
And that's it. Are you happy? That's it.
It seems to most closely match the ET300 mini educator half-mile remote e-collar, which does have shock prongs. It seems to match in shape, in the positioning of the charging port, in the texture of the plastic, unlike this one with the much more curvy light than the one Hasan has. This one, which is vibrate only, also has its charging point on the side. The one Hasan has the charging point in the middle, much like the shocking version, where the prongs that could deliver the shock are simply removable. You can just remove them. Or apparently, maybe, plausibly, ostensibly, cover them with black tape.
Even the e-collars that do shock are unironically used to train fucking like service dogs and shit. They think it's like dog abuse in general. Dogs need structure. They need to work. They need to be like very active. They need to get that out of their fucking system. She has a leash on right now on the elevated bed, so she can't like really get off of it. So she now knows to sit in place for hours and hours on end, which, as is her breed, she is not very active regardless, so that's good. A lot of the...
Yo, this nigga just literally said, hold on, maybe my ears are just not working.
It's like dog abuse in general. Dogs need structure. They need to work. They need to be like very active. They need to get that out of their fucking system. She has a leash on right now on the elevated bed, so she can't like really get off of it. So she now knows to sit. So she now knows to sit in place for hours and hours on end. This is her breed. She is not very active regardless, so that's good. A lot of the
nigga just said the words, she has on a leash, so she knows not to get on the floor. She stays in one place.
They need to get that out of their fucking system. She has a leash on right now on the elevated bed, so she can't like really get off of it. So she now knows to sit in place for hours and hours on end, which, as is her breed, she is not very active regardless.
Okay, this nigga, he just admitted to basically what we were talking about. This nigga just said she has on the leash, so she knows not to get off of this position.
For hours,
off this bed
hours
for hours and hours
end.
As of her breed, which is incorrect. This is not a there are no dog breeds that are designed to not move. Every single breed of dog was created for a specific purpose that they literally know inside of their body. It's in their genes. This dog was created to herd sheep and stuff like that. This is a farm dog, not a Hollywood dog. So yeah, this nigga basically just admitted to everything that we've been. If you're a Hasan fan at this point, man, you're just going outside, bro.
A lot of the literally the disability dogs, the service dogs get fucking e-collar trained with like what you would call a shock collar. So even like the most maximalist position that people think happened is not even a remotely controversial incident. It's just like,
it should also be mentioned that regardless how one feels about the efficacy and humanity of shock collars, Hasan is still using the collar dangerously and irresponsibly according to the collar's own instructions. Every manual for the Educator Collar's product line urges owners to minimize the amount of time the collar is on the dog and to maintain at least 2 fingers of space between the collar and the dog's neck.
I love her. I think her collar's too tight.
well, it's a here we go.
You have to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
She's like, it's she has a lot of neck meat.
So, to me, it feels like it is something he did. Even if it's not a full-blown shock, he didn't get her with like a Dungeons & Dragons lightning bolt or anything like that. If it is a vibrate-only unit, I feel like he definitely did press the vibrate in that instance there. I see nothing else that would cause that yelp here from everything that we can clearly see. And if that is the case, and that to me, that's what it seems like the case is, that's super fucked up. She didn't do anything wrong. I don't think there's anything to warrant him being upset in the first place. And to be upset enough to press a, correctional button on that device is so beyond fucked. There was no bad behavior or any kind of correction or punishment needed to be doled out there. All she did was move on the bed slightly, slightly move off the bed.
I was not even angry at Kai. I was just fucking angry at the situation of my internet being cut out, and I just had a fucking shitty moment. It is what it is. You know? It was something that I also recognized as well. It was just awful. Would you stop? Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. You're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom. Here to see what's up. She just wants in you as a person. When that confidence is yeah, it's good when the going is good, but the moment that the confidence in you as a person is when that confidence is shook, well, then your stocks are going to falter. He's too much of a fucking narcissist. He does not listen to anyone else, and he thinks he's brilliant, and his sycophants are constantly fanning those flames. I'm an idiot.
Basically, we just got everything. What do you feel about one, Hasan saying, what do you feel about Hasan, lying about the shot caller and then admitting in previous clips that his dog is not allowed to move from one spot, and then him admitting or us discovering that he's not supposed to have it on the whole time. It's supposed to have 2 fingers. So it's almost proven that the collar was too tight. And what do you think about him admitting that he messed up or whatever, and that it was a bad moment, I was upset about my internet? What do you think about all of these things in combination?
He's an ass.
In conjunction with
because, like I said before, if it's a training collar, then it should only be on a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see why you're walking in, why he outside to keep him from chasing squirrels, or, you know what I'm saying, barking at, the cleaning people as they, coming in, or the gardeners, or whatever the hell. But to have it on and to use it for those moments because it's not in the position that you want it to be in is stupid. Because you can get something and put it there if you want to just leave it there. I didn't even know you have big ass dogs for show dogs. I thought the lap dogs is usually like the show dogs, little pieces of shit that be running all around. Not this big ass fucking dog that you want laying hours and hours on end like a fucking cat. A cat can sleep up to 20 hours a day. You just want this motherfucker here just to be here? The motherfucker, man, animals, I don't want to say they're not far off from humans, but what I can say is animals can get fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? Like arthritis and all type of shit. It's not fucking healthy for that dog to be sitting there hours and hours on end, your words, because that's not how dogs are set up. They need to roam and run around and throw a ball at the motherfucker, let the motherfucker roll. Even if it's not an active dog, it has to be more active than the fuck you just want it there for hours and hours and hours. I ain't never seen no shit like that before in my life.
Yeah, it's
crazy. And he looks stupid because you didn't own that worth of shit. Oh, my internet was fucked up, so I had a moment with the dog. Like, the dog got on your nerves so fucking bad. If you're so annoyed with the dog when it moves out of position and stuff like that, why had a motherfucker in there when you recorded?
You never had a dog. Just give away the dog.
Exactly.
Or just go back to Turkey. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you over here.
Yeah, with all that bullshit. But it's good because this is what's going to get them. Because one thing about motherfucking Americans, goddammit, they don't play about them motherfucking dogs.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't play about the motherfucking dogs.
Yeah. It's crazy. What the, I don't know what the video is. Let's check it out. Oh, is this what we just...
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, so that was just what we watched. So, you know, the internet has taken this moment and went ballistic with it. Hasan he's probably one of the most mean people ever.
I was gonna say where the memes at. I know they here.
Ridiculous.
I know they here.
The same reason as to why all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please
just like his. This is the mini educator made by eCollar Technologies, and in his video he says
it has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. It also has a flashlight component to it at nighttime, and it also has a tracker on it.
But what he didn't mention is when you go over here where the black tape is and peel that off, which is something he just added by the way, there's little screws for prongs. And what you do is you take these prongs, and now it also has the ability to give stimulus or shock. Now, I'm not exactly sure why he covered up these screws for these prongs, but if I had to guess, I think he just felt a little guilty after the whole situation. He had two choices. Either hide it or own up to it and tell you exactly how this thing works. Here's the remote, by the way. It has two S's right here on the side, which both stand for stimulus, which will basically give shock or stimulus at the level or number you are on. If you click the T button right here, that's when it vibrates. And then if you click the L right here, it turns on the flashlight just like he said. The thing is, this is actually a really professional tool that me and a lot of other trainers use all the time. It gives us the ability to train and communicate with deaf dogs at a distance when they can't see you or hear you. And it also helps disabled owners walk their dogs without a physical leash. And they can just communicate with low stimulus that feels nothing more than like a tap on the shoulder. For a dog to yelp like it did in that live stream, the collar had to have been on at least a 30. And this collar goes from 0 all the way to 100. When we're training dogs professionally, not using it as an aversive or painful tool, we're using numbers 5 to like 20. And again, that's just enough for the dog to feel. If you try it on yourself, you'll barely even feel it. Just like with any tool, in the wrong hands, it can be a dangerous thing, but in the right hands, it can do something amazing and help a lot of people. I hope this doesn't give people a bad outlook on e-collars. If you guys care about being educated, follow me, and I'm gonna show you guys a more in-depth example.
An alleged dog trainer from TikTok is promoting, you know, shock collar. A lot of people say shock collars are actually good for training, you know, service dogs. So shock collars are a good thing. It's just the way they're utilized. And, you know, as we can see, he is utilizing it enough to make his dog vocally screech in pain. You know, so it's just, you know, this is, you know, if you just really can't defend this unless you're a Hasan fan, because those niggas are crazy.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Shave that hair on that neck. I want to see what.
Third
I want to see if it's a tube. You know what I'm saying? If it's a scar there from the little.
Yeah, probably.
Prongs.
Yes, they should free this dog.
Or the ones who are like, look at this clip, look at that clip, look at this clip. Like, it's obvious he's moving his arms around. Like, he's fucking constantly in a state of zapping. And they've moved away from the initial conversation, which was that, like, she didn't even have that collar on to begin with. And the only reason why I showed the collar was because people were clipping other instances. First of all, are any of the collars illegal? No. Even in the maximalist position, even if what like the people that are claiming are just like a significant threat or whatever, like most, I've said this already, e-collars that have shocking components that feel like a TENS machine, which I've used on myself in the past, because, you know, I'm around dogs that have been trained with that and use it, is not only is it not illegal, but it's also straight up used in the e-fencing for people, and it's used in the training of like dogs in general.
So basically he's saying that in the initial clip, I think this came out 2 days ago, so this is after everything I just showed you. He said that, you know, as you can hear it, you know, she didn't have on a dog. There were other clips. This dumbass nigga just admitted this was bring other clips of shocking his dog, and he basically said, "Oh, you know, people in the initial incident, you know, there was no collar. People, the only reason I brought out the collar is because other clips." And he just went on to an entirely different talking point, and he says that, "Oh, well, you know, these are actually used a lot in training," which we know, but you know, what do you think about his next attempt to gaslight?
Well,
that came out for this.
As I'm watching, and I'm listening to him, you know what's probably going on?
Nope.
He's a handsome young man. Like, I know you said he's a piece of shit, but he's a nice looking young man. I love his hair. His swag seems to be nice. His glasses look nice with him, the little 5 o'clock shadow. His little necklace that he had on in that last video, his hair, even the way he standing up. I'm talking about here. So what I was going to say is, the reason why motherfuckers is probably caping for him is because bitches probably like him and maybe niggas want to be like him or something like that.
Yeah, apparently he's an attractive person. Me personally, I don't see it.
That's probably why.
Yeah, that's what people say about him. They say
other people, you know, the dog lovers will, you know, overshine the people who feel he attractive, that's trying to like cape for him or whatever. But that's probably why. As I'm looking at this man, that's probably why.
Yeah.
But I feel like if he wasn't and he still looked like that and he had a following, motherfuckers would still cape for this motherfucker.
Yeah,
but
probably.
It's still dog abuse, and that's, like I said, that's one thing that motherfucking Americans do not play about.
Yeah, well, let's get to the mean.
It's been 7 hours, 36 minutes and 48 seconds. But to me, it feels like it's been 3 days. He's still yelling at magic boxes full of magic words. And I still don't understand. But I do know one thing. I must be free. I must escape these 9 layers of hell that I've wrapped myself in. I can't take another day of not seeing the sun. My chances of escape are slim to none. I know that while I may die in the attempt, anything is better than this. Just to get a chance to breathe, to feel what freedom truly is again. To know that what's outside is just waiting for me through a door. To feel alive.
Kaya! What did I tell you? You're not supposed to move when you're pep streaming.
No, wait, no!
That's actually what happens to, you know, Hasan. That's happening to his dog right now as we speak.
But you know what? I hate to say it, not minus the electric collar. I know a lot of dog motherfuckers like that. They have their dog in cages for hours. 10 to not while they at work. They keep their dog caged unless they taking it outside to use the bathroom. I know so many motherfuckers like that.
I think that's also why those dogs.
It is. That's why those dogs be just so hyper and all over the place and shit like that.
Yeah, I think we can say officially now that people who own cats are better than people who own dogs. Probably morally, from a moral standpoint, I think we probably assume that. No, more than that. You know what I'm saying?
New hero.
Did I just catch you moving? Shock collars activated! Yeah!
So that was an AI.
I hate the internet. They fucking undefeated always.
So yeah, so in conclusion, Hasan Piker is, you know, a terrible person. He, you know, never done anything really great or legendary. The only good thing that ever happened to him is that he was lucky enough to be born in America, which he shouldn't have been born in America. And, you know, I'm actually, because of Hasan, I'm actually pro the ending of birthright citizenship. You should not be allowed to drop off your baby in my country and then come back. You should at least have to be here for at least like 5 years. That's gonna be the rule. People like Hasan make me want to become, you know, the lead of the executive branch, because we need to get niggas like Hasan out of here. I hate that nigga. But, you know, he is pro, you know, shot caller on top of being, you know, pro 9/11, you know, anti-American, pro, you know, Russia, China, North Korea, you know, anti landlord, you know, capitalism, pro, you know, revolution of, you know, communists or whatever. But in conclusion, you know, I don't think he's that attractive or whatever. You know, me personally, I think he's shocked and he is a dog abuser, and that, you know, somebody should free that dog from him. You know, you should go grab that dog, call the CPS for dogs, you know, the Dog Protective, you know, agency or service or whatever. You know, free the dog from Hasan. I don't think anything's bad gonna happen to Hasan. I think he'll just brush over because he has a cult fan base. But, you know, me hopefully, you know, like Marjorie Taylor, you know, what's her name? Laura Loomer was trying to get Trump to deport Hasan. You know, Trump, we've been in here for 1 year. Trump is crazy. So, you know, if we're lucky, you know, Trump will send that nigga back to Turkey. But, you know, he's so cool with the president of Turkey, he might not do it because he's a turkey glazer. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually cool with Turkey too, because we cool with Turkey, you know what I'm saying? So as of now, I'm actually cool with Turkey. I support Turkey. I don't support Hasan. That's like the worst export in my opinion. But let's get to it. So it was this dude named Kyron Lacey who had
we're not talking about him. We talking about something that happened in the video, not related to him at all.
Be seen and just not thinking fully, because when you're young, you don't think things all the way through. So it's sad, and it's sad that he felt the need to, you know, take himself out because he was looking at some time, and he had lost his, a lot of brand deals backed up off of him. He was losing his bid on the NFL, and this is something he had worked hard for since he was a child. So again, when you have things to lose, you have to just move accordingly. One of the things I learned when I lived in LA, and this will always stick with me, because I grew up in a culture where it was okay to be late. We call it African time. And anytime I do something for like my Nigerian family members, my cousins, there's the real time and the African time. All the Africans, maybe Caribbeans, African Americans, y'all can relate too. We got to give 2 times. So if I'm throwing a party, if I say I'm doing a dinner or a barbecue at my home and it starts at 4, I need to tell them literally 2:30 so they can be there by 4. If I say 4, they won't be here till 6. So this is how I was raised, right? This is my culture. So if somebody says, okay, there's an event at 5 o'clock, most likely I won't be there till 6. It's just, unfortunately, that's just how, yeah, okay, y'all call it CP time, Kimco. Okay, good, so y'all can relate to the Caribbeans? Okay, good. Yeah, we call it African time. But unfortunately, that's just how I was raised. This was just normalized to me, hey, I'm here. So what I learned in LA, I had to break that habit. And one thing I learned is you can't come waltzing into an audition 30 minutes late, 20 minutes late. You can't blame the traffic. No one gives a shit in LA. So I had to really, this was a struggle for me initially because I was so used to, for me, it was just normal to be 30 minutes late. And what I learned is not only is that disrespectful, it's disrespectful of that person's time, and the world does not revolve around you. If the audition says that you need to be here at 11 a.m. and if you come in on time, you're late. That was a mentality that was drilled into me when I was in LA, modeling, acting, going on auditions, go-sees. If you're on time, you're late. If the audition starts at 11 and you're walking in at 11 o'clock, you're late, and they will turn your ass away. So after that happened, when I walked into an audition on time and I was turned away, I learned my lesson. And of course it was because of traffic, this and that. So anytime, I would always leave the house anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half early, especially if I had to go from the Valley to Santa Monica. Most likely I'm going to leave the house 2 hours early because there's always traffic in LA, and traffic is no excuse. So that really shaped me a lot. And I brought that back with me to the Midwest, okay? So now when there's something going on, I make sure to be on time. It's just, it's just the right thing. If somebody's saying that they're doing something at 5:30, be there on time, So yeah, unfortunately, a lot of us just have that mentality. And that's the thing. Y'all know, when I do my events, it's sometimes things may run behind, but for the most part, it's
I can't stand a late motherfucker. I can't stand people. I can't stand people who like this. People are like this all the time. When you tell them you doing something at 6. If I tell somebody I'm going to come pick them up at 6, I plan on them to be ready at 6. Motherfuckers do not be ready. People say that they on the way. They say they coming. They be bullshitting, and I cannot stand a late motherfucker. That is so annoying to me. If you tell me that to be at your house at 5:30, I'm there. When I pop up at 5:30, motherfuckers be like, damn, nigga, you said 5:30? Oh, well, I thought people was coming at 7. No, why say 5:30 if you talking about 7? I'm coming there, and like I said, I saw somebody else say, in certain communities, if you come on time, you part of the setup crew. And that's exactly what it is. You come, motherfuckers don't be ready. You motherfucking laying out tablecloths and setting up and all that type of shit. I can't stand a motherfucker who cannot respect my time. If I say a certain time, or if you tell me a certain time, best believe, I'm not leaving out the house at that time. I'm at your house at that time because this is the time that you say. And if I say a certain time, if I say I'm going to be there to pick you up at 7 a.m., 7 a.m., I'm there. 7 a.m. and 10 seconds, I'm texting you saying I'm outside. But a lot of people don't respect other people's time and just do stuff like this. And that shit is fucking annoying to me. I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's weird. Niggas who be showing up late to places. Very strange. I'm like that she said, or I like that she said when she went to LA, everybody else wasn't working on her time. That was really nice. I heard that Africans do have African time, that 2 hours I heard it was like a real thing. I didn't know that till like 2 years ago. But I heard it's like actually like it's supposed to be like in their mind it's like supposed to be like that one. And I don't know, I didn't like it at first, but then once I started doing it, I'm like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? So me, I'm actually pro wasting people's time if you know the type of person who you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So like if it's a job meeting, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm going by some nigga house and they say show up at 5 and I know that they the type of nigga who gonna make me do some shit, then no, I'm not. I'm showing up late because I want to show up when the party started. You know what I'm saying? Like if you said start at, like you said, 5:30, then the party should be started at 5:30. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't start or the party. It seems like some people, it's like they say, oh, it's happening at 6, and when you show up there, it's not happening. It always happened 2 hours. So if I don't mean, you know, sometimes it makes sense to be late. You know, if you gonna show up to a party and you know niggas there is late themselves, then me, I say, no, you should be late. But if you doing something professional, then you should obviously be punctual. Or if you interacting with somebody you never met before, then I think you should be punctual. But if you already know the type of nigga, if you know that they gonna be on nigga time, then you might as well be on nigga time. That's how I feel about it.
Even still, I don't. If you say 5:30 and I come at 5:30 and I know you ain't get ready, you know what I do? I'll tell them I ain't doing shit. I'm a guest. I didn't come here for this. You said 5:30. If you knew you wasn't gonna be ready, you should have sent out a text. So I'll come and I'll sit on my ass and I won't do shit. And if you say 5:30 and I come at 5:30 and motherfuckers don't get there till 7 and shit don't get cracking till 9, if in my mind I plan on leaving at 9, I'm still leaving at 9. I don't give a fuck because the shit started. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, oh, you left before we even cut the cake. All right. Motherfucker, you should have started on time. I came at the time you said. I came and I'm fucking out of here. I got shit to do later or I didn't plan on staying that long. I only came to show my respects. Now, like, for some people I will, but some people I won't. And not every damn time. I didn't come for this shit. Hey, I ain't come for this. I let a motherfucker know real quick. I ain't doing that shit. Oh, yeah, just like that. So should I come back or something? And if I choose to leave, I might come back, I might not. But I still get credit for being there because I was there, motherfucker. You wasn't ready. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
That's actually real, though. That's actually real. That's actually real. It makes sense, too, because, you know. But, yeah, I mean, me, you know, I probably would help if it was somebody I knew, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't. But, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
It's everywhere. This is just so wild to me. But I have been taught, well, this is as far as work is concerned. If you're on time, you're late. You have to be, you know. But I'm not gonna say I was bad like that where I was 2 hours. So if somebody said 5, not even this, okay, like this is what I used to do, like church. When I first started going to church, because some black churches meet black churches on black time, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, at this one church that I started going to, they are prompt. When church started at 10, church started at 10. So I would invite people to church sometimes and they would come at 10:35. Hey, we already done got started. We in the thing. Oh, y'all start on time. Yeah, we start on time. You know what I'm saying? It's called decent and in order. And that's when I really started like not playing about my time. Like, it sounds bad to say that I was strolling to church late. That sounds bad, but if y'all know what I'm talking about, some churches do not be starting on time. They don't give a damn about none of that. It's 30 minutes later, church going on and on. The churches that I go to, unless the spirit is high, when it's over, it's over. Nobody's just lingering around it. Take your time. You at church 5 hours. Like, no, they don't do that. They started moving and being a member there, I really took my time extremely serious and other people's time and respected it.
Yeah, so Julia Fox, who really was in the movie Uncut Gems, dated Kanye West and has done really nothing else. Besides that, probably would never do anything else independent of that. But
real men are. I think there's there's masculinity.
But what are real men?
Right. To me, a real man is a responsible man.
Because every time a man does some fuck shit, they'll be like, "That's not a real man," and it's like, looks like a man to me.
I think a real man is in touch with his feminine side. Looks like a duck and it walks like a duck. I mean?
Yeah.
I think a real man is knows how to unstrap from his ego.
I don't know. I think the real man thing is just the thing like that people invented to like excuse bad behavior. You know.
Yeah,
like all men are real men.
Said like a real man.
Period.
Yeah,
Say it how it is.
I think I think being like
a lot of people on the internet seen this clip. Some people were losing their minds, really upset at Julia Fox. Some people say, it's no big deal. What people mad about? So, how do you feel about this clip?
I never really thought about the topic before. Like, real man. You know what I'm saying? Well, a real man, what those words have never been in my vocabulary, so I don't really understand what's the real man mean, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Just like if somebody would say, well, a real woman would, you know, I guess I don't know. I look at it as like, I don't know, because they say you can't say that. But yeah, I used to, you know, back in my time, used to describe somebody like as a manly man or a man's man, you know what I'm saying, that do different shit or whatever the fuck the case may be. But you know, I don't understand the real man thing. Everybody have different fucking ways, you know.
What do you feel about her interrupting him, not allowing
I
him
didn't
to
like that at all.
finish his point?
I didn't like that at all. Excuse me. And I was, as I was listening to her, okay, excuse me. But as I was listening to her, I just kept thinking like, who hurt her?
Kanye what?
Oh, okay. I'm like, she was hurt. You know, she needs to do some healing. But when you hurt like that, you don't just lash out on everybody. You know, that's some stuff you have to deal with in the inside. Like, you ain't even letting my boy just go ahead, and it's just a bad look. She looked like, you know, she recently got out of a relationship, you know what I'm saying? And she's still bothered by it. Maybe her nigga moved on to somebody that looked better or that's doing better than she is, or he flexing her harder than he was flexing her. But you can clearly tell she has scars that hasn't been healed.
Yeah, and the movie is called Him, so it's about man shit and, you know, masculinity and sports. Like, she's a moron. But, you know, as far as what she was saying about the real man, you know, real man is always going to be a proprietary definition, because, you know, you're saying real after it, and that would inherently make it a concept unless you, it depends on what you define as real, something that exists in reality or something that exists, you know, conceptually. You know, me personally, real is what exists conceptually, not what exists in reality, because reality, you know, existing in reality can be or only be verified, you know, through senses, whereas a real man, you know, wouldn't exist, you know, conceptually. That's me personally. That's what I think real man is, and you know, everybody's definition of what a real man would be dependent on, you know, the person saying it. So as far as her saying that, that's actually facts, you know. But what she just did, she rejected. She just really, I would kind of say, it's like, I need to think of a word, you know, to describe this. I would say maybe mentally imprisonment. You know, it's when somebody tries to tell you that you can't use your mind to, you know, display a tool that it was given to you by your mind. Like, when somebody tells you you can't compare something, or you can't think a certain way or speak certain words. She basically saying him trying to give, you know, his own definition of a word within his own mind. He tried to express that, and she basically said, you know, you cannot express this, you know, this thing that you hold in your mind to be a real man. You cannot express that during this interview. Well, I'm here because that's not how that works. And, you know, and her definition of a real man inside her brain and his brain, you know, clashed, and they were so deep that she basically said, like, nigga, get that shit out of here. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she is, you know, a white woman, and you know, white women are the majority in America. There's more of them than everybody else. You know, so I mean, you know, her in her mind, she's like, this Negro, man, I don't know what the fuck he think he talking about. Real man. I'm feminist over here. We do feminist stuff. Men bad. You know, that was just her take. Literally, you know, men do fuck shit. They say it's real men. You know, it's just dumb. You know, like she's hurt. You know, she's going through that Iggy Azalea stage. But yeah, me personally, I'm not really upset about Julia Fox. I'm not like angry, like, oh my god. You know, some people are really like upset, but yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, she, like you said, you know, she's going through things right now, you know, independent of.
Listen.
You know, so there's this rapper named Amiri who's underground. Me personally, I have concluded, you know, that in my personal opinion, the worst genre I've ever heard of music ever is underground rap. I'm just gonna hold it at that position because, you know, SoundCloud rap, to me, it was really bad in 2017. I was not listening to that, but you know, it just keep evolving. To me, my personal opinion, underground rap, it's just, you know, it's just terrible. You know, to me, I like even just the vocals, like. I like auto-tune as much as the next nigga, but if you have so much auto-tune on your voice where it doesn't even sound like a nigga, is like, it just sounds so like, it's just, I can't even do it. And with the over compressed beats and like the voices be louder than the beats sometimes, like, nigga, what? And it don't even sound like they mixed. Like, the vocals they just threw them on top of there. So me, I'm not a fan of underground rap, but it was some underground rapper who featured Nick Fuentes, who is, a Mexican, half Mexican white supremacist, who said that sleeping with a dog would be better than sleeping with somebody black. Who said that Republicans should go through black neighborhoods and shoot black people. This is what he said. I seen the clip of him. So he is really racist, but he flips it back and forth because he's like a Christian, so he doesn't want to be full racist. But he's Nick Fuentes is not your homie.
Working on me.
Yeah, Nick Fuentes is not your homie if you are black, unless your name is Kanye West. So me personally, I wouldn't do this. But he featured apparently Nick Fuentes in this song, unless it was just on TikTok. So let's check out the song. So do you think this song is trash and this is a YouTube song, or do you think this song is fire or not that bad? Niggas are just hating for no reason. So.
Okay. Which one you hoes wanna fuck me right now? He too piped up, tear that pussy pipe down. Chain still shine even when the lights out. Sorry if I get too serious. I like young codes, like my bitches with experience. Put your middle finger in the air if you feeling this. Draw the top so much I don't even know where to sit in it. What the fuck? That's 100K in dubs. Set the trip, but I take Molly for the rush. Shotty tripping, still trying to convince me she the one. I don't play no games, go tap my name if you in love. It's 7:38 and I'm up early making plays. It's only the game, we don't kick it, we don't lane. And my glasses Virgil Louis Vuitton, check the frames. She can't stay the same, think it's time to make a change. Oh, let me guess. What? Yeah, it's nigga, bro. Yeah. Your new nigga having, but he also having hoes. Baby, this ain't new, yeah, I done seen your type of folk. Okay. 30 nights, no rest, I'm in that mode, I'm on a roll. Bitch, let's go. Sorry if I get too serious. I like young codes, like my bitches with experience. Put your middle finger in the air if you feeling this. Draw the top so much I don't even know where to sit in it. What the fuck? That's 100K in dubs. Set the trip, but I take Molly for the rush. Shotty tripping, still trying to convince me she the one. I don't play no games, go tap my name if you in love. None of these niggas, 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 none of these niggas have no emotion. None of these niggas have motion.
Yo, he's a real nigga. Yo, Rich and Mary, he's a real nigga.
Did my nigga say that for real?
Oh, yeah.
He said none of these niggas have motion?
Mm-hmm.
What was the,
He was talking about the other conservatives. He said they don't have motion like him, I think.
So when he said niggas, he was just saying like niggas. He wasn't saying niggas
he wasn't
as
talking
far
about
as
black
people.
No. He don't say niggas like he say nigga like how we say nigga.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay. I liked it. I ain't gonna lie, I liked it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was banging.
Yeah,
I liked it.
exactly.
I will play that. I will play that on repeat.
Exactly.
Driving.
I'm gonna have to listen to the album. Like,
and then,
what are niggas talking about?
None of these niggas got motion. Now I understand you said
Wait, he's racist, but
he racist.
That was kind of still hard. Though.
I get that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about this nigga. I can't say nothing about this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But if he used nigga like we use nigga and not just describing black people, you know what I'm saying? And when he said none of these niggas have motion and he wasn't talking about like black people, you know what I'm saying? But just saying none of these niggas ain't got motion or he just flexing and just shit. I love that. Man, that shit was hard. And it was perfect right at the end. Because that's something that I could see people saying now. Like, man, none of these niggas ain't got no motion, man. You better. That's hilarious. I liked it. It was a banger. And that was underground. What was that, on SoundCloud? Spotify? What?
Yeah, that was underground. That's not. It's released everywhere. Spotify.
Yeah, that was hot. I like that.
Yeah, me as well. I don't really understand niggas were hating because what you do, some shit like that when he was saying. But some people, especially underground rappers, like if you a nigga who listens to underground rap, like your opinion on music, it means nothing to me, nigga. You can say anything is fire, anything is trash. It means zero things to me.
But people start underground before they make it.
I'm sorry. Underground is like a genre. It's like a style of music. That's what I meant. Not underground as far as like non-popular.
Okay, I'm like,
JPEG
how are they
Mafia
supposed
would be
to make
underground.
it?
No.
Yeah,
By underground, I mean, SoundCloud, trap. It's a specific genre of music. But they're all like influenced by Playboi Carti and like Lil Uzi and Trippie Redd and Juice. Like niggas, certain niggas just sound like Trippie Redd. I'm like, oh, is this Trippie Redd? But you know. But Kylie Jenner, who is, a self-made billionaire, Travis Scott, baby mama, what else she done?
Are they still together? They still broke up?
No, they've been broke up.
Yeah.
Most followed person on Instagram. What else?
She came a long way.
What has a baby too? I don't know, but basically, whatever is happening over in Calabasas, she's just like, she's sick of that shit, and she just decided that, the booth was the move. Instead of, Kylie Cosmetics making, more products, she's like, I need to go hit the studio. So she actually dropped a song, and I want to know. What do you think about that?
I liked it. I didn't want to. I'm a hater. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hater, but it's levels to hating. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a pure hater. I don't have a problem with Kylie. I don't know anything about her at all. But I liked the song. Like, I thought she was going to come in on some singing shit. I don't listen to that singing ass, R&B ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? It was more poppy. And, I love pop music. And that was something that I didn't check out of. I liked some of the stuff she was saying. Regardless if she wrote it, she didn't wrote it, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I like what she was saying. I liked that she was talking about the 4 strike. I liked that the beat was changing. I liked that, it was coming back. That's something that I would listen to. That's something that I would play when I want to be on my girl power move, when I'm getting dressed. That's something that I could even see myself dancing off of in the club. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? If that is played in the right club, I could see somebody getting it, being sexy, feeling themselves, looking in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised she ain't been make songs. You know what I'm saying? Like when she first, I'm surprised. I like that. I did. And I would check for her and it would be on the playlist. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, me personally, you know what I'm saying, that was fire. I mean, I don't know what niggas was talking about. You know, she was going crazy. You know, I thought it was gonna be trash. I'm like, this shit's trash, but you know what I'm saying, she was going bananas with that verse and the hook. You know, it was fire. You know, I'm gonna have to make a video about this on TikTok. You know what I'm saying, showing niggas why this song is fire. But me personally, this shit was fire. She need to drop an album. But you know, only problem maybe like the verse and the like hook. Maybe it could have been shorter because it sounded a little TikToky. But then she had like a bridge where she changed her tone and went into like a deeper tone. So yeah, that was actually fire. Like, she kind of sounded like Travis Scott, you know, but like better. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, did she have my nigga Travis help her with this? But you know, Travis, he like fell off over the past 2 years. Like, when he been rapping, it's kind of, a lot of people been doing this trend. They be like, what does Travis Scott rap about in the song? Because he doesn't really like rap about anything. He doesn't talk about street shit or fashion shit. He kind of just says the words. It's very interesting. But he doesn't write his own raps. You know, he's like very strange. He's like, yeah.
I need to take the extension.
Yeah, I gotta pee. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 6ix9ine or DJ Vlad had recently paid the most he's ever paid for an interview ever, which is more than $50,000. And he did that for 6ix9ine, who is 6ix9ine, who is having a career revival via podcast post the Young Thug snitching. And it was a very interesting interview, and most of the interview consisted of 6ix9ine continuously saying, "It's so good, man. It's so great." Once we get the full thing, I'm gonna have to. I don't know if I'll clip it up, but it's just so great. He just constantly just says like, "Yo, I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking facts. They don't want to hear the facts. They gonna turn this interview off because of the facts." And it's just so beautiful. Like, but this is one of the clips. They're all hilarious, but.
So then you put out Yaya, and then Punani.
Yep.
And then you put out your second studio album, Tattletales.
Yep.
And you talked about how basically you weren't getting any support. You weren't getting on playlists and so forth, which is true.
Was that a fact too?
It's a fact.
We going on 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Have I said one live?
No.
How long has this interview been going on? Close to 3.5 hours?
Yeah.
Have I said one live?
No.
All right, cool.
In 2021, you came out with Zaza, where you dissed Lil Durk and Meek Mill.
Well, I dissed, I responded to them.
Responded to him.
I like the narrative to be correct.
That same year, you got sued by a dancer from Miami who said that you threw a bottle at her head.
Yeah.
You didn't show up to court, and she got $10 million in damages. Whatever happened with that?
I got what is it called? The case got dropped. She left with no money. I got acquitted from the case.
You got acquitted. Okay.
Yep. Nobody posted it. Listen, when she won the $10 million, right? Black, look at me.
I'm listening.
When she won the $10 million, it was everywhere, right?
Yeah.
It was everywhere?
Yeah. You never paid her though.
When I won the appeal and she got no money and I got acquitted from the case, who posted that?
Nobody.
Can I put my glasses back on?
Yes.
This is what I do.
Yeah.
This is really what I do.
So, March 2023, you were at LA Fitness and a couple guys assaulted you.
Yo, that's how it's going to treat you. Oh, make my head drown that. Go ahead. Take a picture. Go ahead. Take a picture. I want to be famous now. I want to be famous.
6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro. I ain't jumping, bro. I'm just That's crazy. That's crazy.
Talk about that situation.
I'm by myself, like every day. Every day I'm by myself. Vlad, remember when, listen to me, Vlad, real quick, because this topic is gonna stay, you don't gotta worry about next questions. For a couple years, haven't I been telling people, yo, bro, I'm by myself everywhere, no security?
Yeah.
Remember, the excuse was, this is the goalpost. Nobody has done nothing to you because you always with police. You always with security. You always being well protected by the FBI, right? Whatever. This is their story. This is their mental.
Yeah.
When something happened to me that day, it showed everybody I could get touched, right?
You're by yourself.
Right? I'm by myself. I'm not hiding it. I'm by myself. How many people it took to do that to me?
3.
3, right?
Yeah.
Right now, right? And people just like, they're like, all right, what happened to all the conversation? Yo, he be with police. Where was the police then? Where was the security then? Yo, next clip. He talks too much facts.
Hold on.
Next clip.
You end up suing LA Fitness?
That's after.
After.
Yeah, after.
For $1 million.
But would I be wrong? Would you?
Gray area.
Cool.
Gray area.
But
at the end of the day, it wasn't LA Fitness's fault that you got assaulted.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
These dudes didn't have membership. But look, we talking about something else, right? These
What
dudes
happened to that lawsuit? Still ongoing?
It's still ongoing, but they didn't have memberships.
No. Well, I don't know.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I believe you.
Right? So, like I said, if this was Taylor Swift, right, sitting in this chair right now, and she's like, well, yes, Mr. Vlad, I sued them. You'll be like, no, I would too. This is
Even
real
if Taylor
shit.
Swift
This
did
is
it.
what I do, bro.
Even if Taylor Swift did it, I'd be like, nah, I don't know about this one. At the end of the day,
Right, come
LA
on,
Fitness.
4 hours of me telling the truth. All right, come on.
Well,
All right,
I'm
next
just disagreeing with you.
question.
I'm not saying you lied.
Next
I'm just
question.
disagreeing.
Yo,
I'm just
bro,
disagreeing with your
Tracy Morgan, right? Tracy Morgan.
He got hit by
who?
A Walmart truck.
And
he sued.
And he sued.
Yes.
Would you do the same?
Probably.
Yo, come on, it's because it's me.
All right.
It's because it's me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like, I really, this is what I do. People don't like, you know why people don't do interviews with me? I walk them down. Fuck is niggas talking about? Yo, dumb, I don't walk niggas down. Walking them down.
It's just so great. It's just so funny. Like, he's so funny. He has to be the funniest rapper I think ever. Oh wait.
Watching him makes me wish, and I've been watching him for a while, but watching him makes me wish that I had the memory to like stand on shit like he be standing on shit. Cause he remember this, he'll never forget. He have them facts aligned, ready to shoot out. He have one in the chamber always ready. Me, my memory, I be all over the place. Later, I be like, God damn it, I forgot about this. Ooh, that, you know, and I can't always, you know, articulate my argument the way I want to, especially like if I start getting passionate, it's done, it's over. But I respect him because my boy said he been there 4 hours already. Shutting shit down.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
crazy.
6ix9ine.
I did too. He was one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite rappers ever.
They can't deny him and some of the things that he be saying because, like he say, he spit. A lot of people don't like to hear the truth. They don't. They don't like to hear when people is spitting their truth.
Yeah.
Or the truth. Well, it was, but it was just the way you said it. Like, difference do it make?
Exactly.
So then October 8th, 2017, the Gummo video comes out. And this was the changing point for everything for you. Now, you had the hit songs with Trippie Redd, but this is your first solo song by yourself.
Yeah, remember, I'm not throwing it off because it's my music, it's my work. I spend days working this music. That was SoundCloud songs. Post 1469, all that shit. Yeah, it's platinum. That's SoundCloud songs. You know what I'm saying?
But Gummo was something different.
I remember he dissed me before Gummo.
Yeah.
So before I could even reach a mainstream thing, the niggas, who does that? We make music together. Why you trying to, how else could you name, be honest, hold on, you got kids, right?
Yeah.
If somebody did that to your kids, right? Your kids do a school project together. It comes out so good, it's great. And someone out of nowhere just throws dirt on your child. This is, put yourself, how do you explain it? Yo, how do you tell your kids, yo, you maybe did something there. You maybe did, there's no reason for that. Like, there's really no reason why he did that. Try to damage me before I can even blow.
Well, before we get into Gummo, Trippie Redd said the Gummo beat was supposed to be for him, but you stole it.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit. And I stole it, like, but niggas don't understand. I talk facts. Vlad, I talk facts.
Oh, you're right. Don't even deny it. That's cool.
Nigga, I talk facts. What deny? What, nigga? Give me that, nigga. You don't know what to do with that.
Okay.
You know when a nigga got a girl, her shit fat? Bro, you don't know what to do with that. Give me that. That's what I did to that little nigga. Give me that. You don't know what to do with that. Imagine what Trippie, play the Gummo beat right there real quick. Just play it. Just play it.
I'll play it. Hold on.
Play it real quick. I'm gonna show you what Trippie gonna do to that shit right now. Play the beat, just the beat. Show you what Trippie gonna do to this shit. What's Trippie gonna do with that beat? Trippie 1440, 1400, 40, big slime 459. Look at that. What is he gonna do with that? You're not. What are you doing with that?
Okay. Well, because of the situation and the back and forth, a video came out later on, which has you hanging out with a bunch of people.
Wait, Cuban holding the door.
Okay. But,
Let me show it to
well,
you.
no, but there's a video that comes out where it seems like you offered,
Yeah, but I know who I
40,000 to shoot Chief Keef.
Yeah.
Right?
I got 30 packs right now, bro. 30 packs. Swear I got 30 packs, bro. What's up, man? What's up, man? What's going on, man?
I remember watching this video going like, yo, this is nuts.
I know who recorded me.
So you don't even know whose camera that was. Did you know that someone was recording?
No, you don't see me. I'm not looking up the video with the Robin Jeans headband, right?
Yeah.
I think I was at the Robin Jeans factory, and I put the fit on, and I'm like, yo, I'm having a genuine conversation on FaceTime.
Okay.
But I didn't know niggas recording me.
Well, because of you saying that, Chief Keef got shot at outside the W Hotel in New York City.
Yeah, that's public.
And Kuda B was the shooter.
Yeah, it's public.
It's public. I mean, Kuda B came in, we did an interview about that after he got out.
What'd he say?
He claimed that he never got any money from you. On February 1st, Tekashi actually pled guilty to all 9 charges. And one of the things that he included in his plea deal was the ordering of the shooting at Chief Keef. And he said that he offered you $20,000 to do the shooting.
He didn't offer me nothing.
He didn't offer you anything?
No.
Did he pay you anything? After the fact?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Zero?
Zero.
I gave him like 8 bands.
Okay. What happened to 20?
Nigga, you shot in the air. Nigga, what the fuck? What am I giving you money for? You shot at the fucking roof, nigga. You shot in the air. He said that? Did he say he shot at the air?
Oh, he said shot there. Yeah.
All right. So why am I paying?
I mean, no one got hit.
So why am I paying you?
My question is.
No.
No. I understand that part. You're right. 8,000 shot in there. That's fine. But you are a multi-platinum, multi-millionaire at this point. Why are you paying people to shoot at other people you don't like? Seriously.
Nigga, I'm wilding at the time. Like, I'm bugging. Like, you want me to be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
I'm bugging right now. I'm Tony Montana. At this
Was it drugs that was kind of affecting your decision?
Crazy? I never drunk at that time. Ask anybody.
So no drinking, no drugs, nothing?
Nothing.
So you're sober, just acting crazy. In retrospect, now that you look at it, does it sound crazy?
Vlad, yeah.
Yeah.
Before 2018, right? Vlad, look at me.
Yeah, I'm listening.
$20,000 right now. You interview anybody and be like, yo, he was drinking with me. He popped a Xan with me. He took an Adderall. He smoked some weed. I promise you.
Nothing.
I never took a drink of alcohol before 2018 when I got locked up. No, I'm lying. I did in Dubai. Remember when I was scared that the feds was chasing me? I got mad drunk, got on loud. I never drunk. I don't know what that shit was.
Okay. So you're doing this sober, which almost makes it worse.
Makes it worse.
Yeah.
I'm saying like Tony Montana.
Right. At one point, you go to O Block, you take a small video in front of O Block.
O Block right here. This is what y'all want me in Chicago.
I'm saying, I paid that nigga 20. I wasn't gonna give him 20 because he didn't do anything. He didn't shoot that nigga.
Hilarious.
That clip was going super viral. This shit was even crazier.
Yeah.
Right, because this was October 27th. On November 9th, which is, what, 2 weeks later?
The mama?
You're filming a music video with Kanye
West,
in Beverly Hills, and shots get fired outside the house.
Yeah.
Do you know what that was about?
We was beefing with mad niggas. We didn't know where it came from. But we was outside. We was in their city wilding them niggas up.
Right. Nobody got injured, no arrest were made.
No. Remember, no arrest made, no nothing. Like, this is what I'm saying. Before all of that, I'm already kidnapped. My mom's already got kidnapped. November 9th, that's when I'm finding Shotty, like, I'm speculating, because remember, I was in Dubai in September. I beat up Sarah, remember? Everybody know that's public. I beat up Sarah.
I did an interview with her about that.
I beat up Sarah in September.
Well, why did you beat up Sarah?
Because I went through her phone, and everybody's saying she fucking Shotty. So she's denying it. She's like, yo, word to my daughter. Our daughter could die right now. It's only your head. Yo, you going crazy. The money's getting to you. Blah, blah, blah.
You already said?
I did hear what the fuck he said. I did hear what the fuck he said.
That's crazy.
I heard it.
He's crazy. He's very interesting.
Well, when you're on the stand, you mentioned Jim Jones and Cardi B being gang members. What was the point of that?
Yo, bro, make this its own clip. Repeat it again.
When you were on the stand, you mentioned that Jim Jones and Cardi B were gang members.
All right. People love saying that I mentioned Cardi B and Jim Jones. I never mentioned them. I never brought them up. Harv's attorney, look at the docket. Grab this clip, this DJ Vlad clip, make it a split screen, and see who was asking me questions. Harv's attorney cross-examined me and brought them up. I never spoke on Cardi B. I never spoke on Jim Jones. They cross-examined me about the questioning, and that's how the name came up. But the narrative to make 6ix9ine look bad is like, yo, he was telling everybody. Cut.
What do you think about him doing this? It's crazy, man.
I mean, like he said, facts. Like, get it straight. I get what you're saying, but like, use the correct words.
Yeah.
I was doing it before.
Right.
So did I start doing new shit?
Beef with rappers again.
Bro, listen to me. I was doing it before.
Right.
So did I start?
Well, you get out, and you start to beef with rappers again.
Bro, listen to me. I was doing it before.
Right.
So did I start doing new shit?
No, you weren't doing new
shit. I was beefing with rappers, you know why? Because they had an opinion.
Right.
Yo, let me ask you something. Is Lil Durk blood?
No.
Is he from New York?
No.
Why does he have an opinion on my case?
Well, I mean, everyone's gonna have an opinion on your case. I had opinions on your case.
So why do you have an opinion on Gunna and Young Thug's case, the rappers?
I mean, some of them do. Actually, Durk did say he'll never do a song with Gunna.
All right, so why hasn't he called from jail like he calls and said, yo, fuck Young Thug, he's a rat?
Well, I don't think he's talking at all at this point.
Oh, so now they decide not to talk.
Well, he's in jail right now.
Okay, so is Lil Baby in jail?
No.
Why is he not vocal?
I don't know.
With our cutting-edge chart trading feature and 300+ indicators.
Savage not vocal. 21 Savage spoke on me.
Yeah.
Why is he not vocal?
Well, a lot of people haven't vocal. A lot of people haven't vocal.
Can I put my glasses on?
Yeah.
Why your friend Boosie not vocal? Because he spoke on me.
Yeah.
Why is he not vocal?
I mean, he'll be vocal. He'll be vocal in our next interview.
Why is he not vocal right now? Because you didn't pay him. He said that he didn't get paid to speak on it yet.
Right. That's what he said.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, why is these rappers that was vocals on me, right, not vocal right now? Skip this shit. He's talking facts again.
No, I mean, right now,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Right now, they're calling Atlanta Ratlanta.
No,
right?
No, the fans are. Why is the rappers who had so much opinion on me not saying nothing? No, but he's in jail. No, but I don't know where he's at. No, but Boosie's gonna talk about it later. Talk about it now.
Okay, well, hold on. To be fair, a lot of rappers did speak about Gunna. A lot of them did. A lot of rappers.
All right, so
am I right?
All right, cool.
Do you agree with me?
No.
You don't agree with me?
No.
A ton of rappers talked about
cool,
Gunna.
because all right, cool. Fuck that. Why they not speaking about Young Thug right now? He ratted. Did Young Thug rat?
I think he did.
Why no one speaking about it? Everybody who I say something about me, why are they not speaking about it? They not from New York. They not buds. These niggas is lame. GD niggas, BD niggas, fucking people who talk like dudes, like that shit. Why a nigga from the South talking about on a case in the North?
Well, speaking of that, Lil Durk claimed your record label tried to pay him $3 million.
That's cat, bro.
To continue their beef.
Yo, bro, this man DM me when his album came out. Look, listen, God can strike me dead right now if I'm lying to you. These rappers are so cap, right? Listen to me. This kid, remember when he said, yo, remember when, before Drake put him on? Yo, Black, look at me real quick. Remember before Drake put him on that song, the Please Motherfucker Again? Nigga almost lost his life over fucking some Chipotle chicken. Nigga, I'm not beefing with you. I care about you being platinum. Because remember, I've been platinum before going to jail, right?
Yep.
He said nobody care about being platinum. I'm platinum in the streets. Remember that?
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And then when he first got Drake's stimulus package, was like, yo, I'm platinum now. I thought you didn't care about that. You don't care about that because you never had it. You get it?
Yeah.
So now he's lying and
You know what's interesting is that I'm gonna keep it because I don't know play this part, but what he was talking about was Lil Durk getting a stimulus package from Drake, and it's crazy. I never heard about Lil Durk's song until I heard that. Please do not put that little boy in the clip because we do not listen to rats. You know that song?
Well,
like,
it sounds familiar, but I don't know.
You're like,
Who's the song? Whose song did
Drake.
Okay.
You're like, what are you niggas with that when y'all saying we was doing all this and all that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was that song. Lil Durk had this 6ix9ine on that song.
Let you free.
Lil TJ claimed the same thing.
These niggas is tapping. Lil TJ almost lost his life in a fucking Chipotle, nigga. Getting a burrito. Why am I even beefing with him? Nigga lost his life over fucking a bowl. Lettuce, tomato, fucking, what's that shit called? The chicken we like? The Chipotle chicken? Nigga almost lost his life over fucking some Chipotle chicken. Nigga, I'm not beefing with you, nigga.
Well, you got into it with Lil Durk. You got into it with King Von as well.
Wait, why are you saying I don't know these niggas?
Right. Well, you responded to them. How's that?
Say it one more time, because they don't
you responded to Lil Durk and King
Von.
Von.
Why does King Von have to make an opinion on me when he's not from New York?
I be mad at you. You be fucking with 6ix9ine. I be looking at you like I'm. Motherfucker, don't holler. And make sure 6ix9ine snitch ass get baptized, nigga.
Why?
Well, because you guys in the same industry. You guys are both rappers.
But is Young Thug not in the same industry?
Yes.
Why's King Von not saying nothing?
Okay. I'm not answering that question. Well, let me ask you a question about King Von.
Yo.
When King Von
Wait,
got
can I
killed.
put my glasses back on?
Go ahead. King Von gets killed in 2020.
How?
He got shot.
Where?
In Atlanta.
We was just there.
Yeah. By Lil Tim, who I interviewed.
And I posted where I was at. Then I posted, I said, yo, show. And we had mad fun.
Yeah.
So what happened? Explain to me how he died.
He gets killed.
But how?
By Quando Rondo's man, Lil Tim.
Oh, shit. But Quando was with Lil Tim?
Yes.
Who was King Von with?
He has entourage with him.
How many
Slutty,
people?
a few other people.
Like how many? Would you give or take?
Maybe about 5.
Yo, play a clip real quick. Yo, side by side. Yo, DJ Vlad, side by side the 5 people King Von was with. Right now, while this clip is playing, I want play the clip, blur out for content.
Right.
I want to see the 5 people King Von was with. Because I don't know, I probably mistake. I seen
There's
it.
K Track, who I interviewed his manager. There was Slutty, who got killed, unfortunately. There was someone
Remember,
else.
while he explaining this, there's going to be a side-by-side clip right here somewhere, or on this side, of King Von being only with 5 people. So side-by-side, during this edit, side-by-side, this side or this side, that nigga was like 15, 20 people.
Okay.
But we trying to make him look good, right?
I could be mistaken. I don't know how many people.
All right, cool.
Right.
I want you to count 5, and then, you know how TMZ do the arrow, and they go like, ding, ding. I want this edit to do ding, 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 ding. Niggas was like 100 niggas. Nigga got killed in front of everybody. All his mans ran on him.
Well, no. All his guys not run on him. I mean,
all his, all right. On this edit, on this edit, when all his friends run on him, play DJ's Vlad's voice back, going like, no, not all his mans ran on him. No, not all his mans ran on him. No, and just keep replaying it when all his friends run on him. Everybody ran on him. Just keep playing it back. Like, no, DJ Vlad voice. No, not everybody ran on him.
Well, no. All his guys not run on him. All his guys not run on him. All his guys not run on him.
Not everybody ran on him. If I could play it right now,
I one of the dudes who did
everybody ran on him.
I know, it's crazy.
I like how he did it like he told him to. I respect DJ Vlad for that. You know what I'm saying? He did it exactly like he told him to. He split the screen. He corrected himself when he said, no, I didn't get into it. I respond. Oh, okay. What you say? Can I put my glass? Oh, okay. What? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And I like that he took it. You know, like, you, okay, all right. And he did what he said. Like, hey, and at the same time, that's cleaning up DJ Vlad too, because a lot of people don't like to admit when they're wrong. So when he just did it, you know what I'm saying? It's like he don't have to say nothing. He's just showing it.
They say DJ Vlad talks over his guests, but they say he's the first person to not allow Vlad to talk over him. It's so fucking hilarious.
I don't think I've sat through and watched one whole DJ Vlad video. I've watched
You're missing out. He's
clips
so good. He's like
and
the best
things like that.
ever.
So I've never heard that, and I haven't seen that part. Probably because the clips I've seen, he was asking some serious shit, and he was like,
Yeah, he know everything. He know everything about your life.
You know
he
what
like
I'm saying?
Narwhal, basically.
Yeah.
Like he pulling out shit.
Yeah,
that
I
you
can
wouldn't
see
expect.
that. I've heard, but
That
I know this is how
Tupac
6ix9ine
interview he did. Oh god, that Keefy D interview was crazy.
Well, look, you can have beef with people, but when they die, usually that beef stops.
It stopped. I'm just stating facts.
You said when King Von gets killed, you said rest in piss, and you hope he's burning in hell.
King Von said, when I die, my niggas is gonna slide every day. Cat, nigga. That shit is cat. Who slept with King Von yet? That nigga rest in fucking piss, nigga. All right, cool. All right, so what's your question? You tell me what I said. I know I said that.
Was that necessary?
Is it necessary? If I die, what they would say?
Depends on
Next
who you
question. Next question, right? Next question.
Well, you can't control what other people do. Why did you do it?
Why did I do it?
Yeah.
Bro, where you at right now?
Florida.
Right?
Yeah.
If these rappers, right? No, Vlad, I want you to look at me. This is a human-to-human conversation, right? These rappers have nothing to do with my case. Since I came home, they've been very vocal, opinionated on my case.
Yeah.
Calling me a rat. Saying, please don't play that little boy in the club. Please don't listen. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's King Von.
Right?
No, I mean, that's Lil Durk.
But Lil Durk, right hand man is who?
King Von.
King Von went on Twitter and posted these Twitters that he said he has nothing to do with my case. When you try to get masses, your fans, to stop listening to my music, right? It cuts into my money, right?
Does it really?
No, Vlad,
I don't know about that. I almost think it's publicity.
It's publicity?
Yeah.
It gets people to be like, yo, if this nigga's not listening to it, we're not gonna listen to it, right? You're taking food out my family's mouth, no matter how you look at it. Listen, I'm standing on it. I'm not taking it back.
Okay.
Look at me, Vlad. I stand on it.
I think publicity is publicity.
Look where you at. This is my house, right?
Yes.
I got bills, right?
Yes.
When you try to take food out my family's mouth, everything comes off the table. I do not give a fuck. Now, I'm telling you, I'm standing on it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, right? And clip this. I want people to clip this. Say it again. When people die, the beef, what?
Usually stop beefing with people.
Usually stop beefing.
Yes.
What about all those Chicago rappers that don't got mainstream status like King Von did? Why they diss the dead in their songs all the time?
I think it's foul.
Huh?
I think it's foul for them to do that.
So why condemn me on it? They doing it.
Yeah. I don't like when anyone does it. I don't like when anyone does it. In fact, I'll just say this.
No, but
I was cool with Fulio before he died, and I hated that he was doing it.
Okay.
And it ultimately, I think, got him killed.
Was King Von doing it?
Yes.
Huh?
I believe so.
He was, right?
I believe so.
Why are you questioning me about if he's doing it? Okay, but you're your own person.
Because two wrongs don't make a right.
Two wrongs don't make a right. Was he doing it?
Yes.
Was Lil Durk doing it?
Yes.
Do people continue to do it?
Yes. Doesn't mean you have to do it.
And where I thought he was going with that was, okay, well, if they calling me a rat and they doing this and they saying this and they saying that, what makes you think they won't diss me or shit on me when I'm dead? So if they gonna do that to me because they doing that now, imagine what the fuck they gonna do when I'm dead. So I could do what I want to do and talk about whoever because these niggas spoke on me or anybody have an opinion and they gonna do it to me when I'm dead anyway. So why can't I get my lick in first? Like I thought that's where he was going with that.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Well, you touched about this before, but Young Thug, once he got out, he was the king of the rat catchers. The first tweet was like, yo, little baby, let's go smash these rats.
Oh, no, his first tweet was like, don't stop acting like we friends. I don't know you, boy. Stop.
Yeah, stop about Gunna.
Yeah, Gunna, stop acting like we friends. I don't know you, boy. And then on the song, remember he called Future a buster. He said he don't take care of his kids. He be buying bitches shit.
He just talk about Young Thug and him dissing Future and how Young Thug is a rat for dissing Future because how you gonna make a song with somebody who you claim is a rat. So, you know, what do you think about 6ix9ine's interview?
I like 6ix9ine interviews, and I like him here. I've seen him sometimes where he's so anxious to defend himself, correct, or get shit in order, where he's like really over talking the person who he's talking to make sure that he get it out. And I understand why, because everybody has so much to say about him. So he wants to make sure he nips it in the bud and corrects it. But sometimes it's hard to watch his interviews. But I like him. I like 6ix9ine. And this interview, I like most of his interviews because one thing he gonna do, he gonna keep it real regardless. And then he not only gonna keep it real and tell what he says is the truth, but he's gonna give you an example of it. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna give you an example of people being hypocritical or whatever like that. And sometimes that's easier to see or to help people see where you coming from when you give an example instead of just saying this, that.
Yeah, he has a good memory as well. He was remembering the dates. Everything was crazy, but yeah.
Color he had on, outfit, all that.
Yeah, 6ix9ine is extremely entertaining. He always had the best rap interviews ever out of any rapper ever. That Breakfast Club interview is just classic. You know, you can watch 6ix9ine interviews 2-3 years later, and he just has that energy. That interview he did with Rap 100 when he was screaming at that nigga at the top of his lungs. Oh, God, it was just classic.
Build a website
It was worth it. Glad, you know, it was worth it in my opinion. That was a classic, great interview. Am I speaking facts? Can I put my glasses back on? Genius. But let's get to this.
Are you gonna rap for me? I'm a fan, first of all. I want to say I even watched the behind the scenes of how you built the rig.
You know how it works. All right, wait. So what are you gonna rap for me?
I'll rap for you.
What kind of beat you like?
I could set you up with the tempo.
Yeah, I would love that.
Chords. Okay, like. Yeah. Yes. Yes. If I could rewind time, NBA, get the game on. Sunset outside rocking with my shades on. Play on, yeah, get it rockin' steady. In a suit, cause I just officiated a wedding. So let me unbutton my jacket, get down. Out here, don't play tennis, we raise the racket. Immaculate flow, I'm smashing atoms. I love New York City, motherfuck Eric Adams. I'll take it back underground like a Bowser. You can see me Google Chrome, that's the browser. And you know I'm off of this thing. The way I break out the bars, I'm out of the bing. The bada boom in the locker room, rocket here. Obtuse, spit it. I've battled many talent pines, from Columbine to free Palestine. Yeah, and free Sudan too. Free every oppressed people under the moon and the sun, out beneath the thumb, rocking with the drums. Mama named my son, he's a superstar. Flow suffer, you got some ghosts, but he's the Ghostbuster with the beat pack. I can spit a relapse, hit you with the heat pack, hit you with the knee tap, hit you with the boom bound. Hit it, I'm an agitator, rocking all these numbers on the 505 like it's a calculator. Now I see me, it's a rhyme MC. I know what it's like on the internet, now I'm behind the scenes. Wow, and you know that I am versatile. So why don't you take a look at that convertible? That's a classic car, these are magic bars. We up here annually like the stars. Your flow blow your mind. Man, you and me both don't show our eyes, but I know what's mine. And the flow's so fine, and this is just divine, it's enchanted. When I was a kid, I throw a tantrum. I had to find a way out so I didn't panic. I looked in the mirror this morning, I said I'm handsome. What's the ransom? Soccer balls in the back stanchion. We busting out the house or the mansion. We in the house even though it's on the street. After this, I smoke that spliff like peace. With you, I lay the attitude. Making beats on the fly, you got some attitude. We keep it moving, keep it rolling. I can't believe you're not sponsored by Roland. Yeah, so shouts to the chat too. I gotta sneeze, that's to at you. Sam Sellers music, I'ma at you. What you want, I'll even combat you.
Rub another dub in the boot, shaking your boots. Right home from the war on the youth. It's time to commute, be another stiff in the suit. Just trying to lock down another bundle of loot, while another man is waiting to shoot and take it all away. So every night you pray for God to help you stay on top of the game. And life ain't the same, shit hit the mainframe, war is calling our name.
And I'm shipping like I'm ODD, put it like it's ACC, put it like the back, like in my hat, like they don't wanna see. Put it like they wanna tell me camouflage you couldn't be. Couldn't never talk about it like I couldn't never eat. Let me eat, let me chomp, let me freaking steal. I'm a guard chomp, Pikachu, let me in my kill. You a Pikachu talking to me, never in my fields. You a dog ride when I got my dreams, it's a field. Naruto was a monkey, but I never had a baller. You could call me anything, but you could be a staller. I can see the crackheads, I can see the whack. They wanna tell me nothing but the pain coming back. The pain coming back, the plane coming back. You wanna talk about it like the train coming back. A saying going back for a fame for a back. 290 for the plane, but a plane's coming back.
Wisdom words, vision blurred, it's the orange hair. Learned from mistakes, got the traits of his forebears. Well, on the contraire, mon frere, it takes a village of skilled in guerrilla warfare. Word, and the flow is supersonic. Like an oasis, I'm sipping some gin and tonic.
And then we bring it back, the plague is bubonic. We give shouts to Sean Randall, and that's symphonic.
Quadraphonic, you already know that I shift the tectonics. Yeah, take the mic and perform. You the type to conform. I'm in my head writing rhymes till like 5 in the morning.
We keep on going, nobody wanna let go. Those are helicopter pilot headphones. I learned that from subscribing to the YouTube. I gotta love and respect for this dude too.
Helicopter headphones in my backyard growing basil pesto. I keep it fresh though. You know the Mets go. Woo! I gotta check the score. Metaphor.
Yeah, I'm trying to get right. Yeah, I'm so fresh. I'm changing up my colors to the pink tie. Suit crisp like he came out of Fine Dime. I'm pretty sure that I'm here. I'm chilling on my dime. Yeah, yeah, and people trying to hang. This a cookout outside of Pierre Chang. Make it beat is hard to do, but it's okay. I'm trying to go after this head beef barbecue. You can have your mic back. Probably 5 minutes, and after that I'm gonna be right back. Yeah, 2 minutes make a tight track. You ain't ever heard someone go off on a 5 track.
Yeah, it's Zach Black. Coming back right for one sack. Oh shit, call me Zach Black. Cause I don't give a shit, call me Jack. This is how I do it. Yes, I am stewing. I'm going up the cloud 9. Yes, I got the bluish. I got the green dream, if you know what I mean. I'm coming on hard. Yeah, I got the fucking scene.
Back and for a killer, so I never had a dream. Dollar for your problem, but they never wanna see. Killer chemo like they wanna tell me what you seen. Baby King to Kendra Lamar, you never had a dream. Dollars to my problem, but I knock it to your darkest. They was talking to me, but it's never not a knocker. I can tell you nothing like they never had a problem. Just do it, but I'm never solving any problem.
didn't know everybody in New York could rap. It must be a New York thing.
That was
must be in the Bronx.
nasty. That was nasty. Like, that was, like, so cold. Like, what area are y'all in, my homie? You know? And it's just so wild because you 100% freestyling. Like, when I was looking at that, I just kept thinking about DDG freestyle on the last episode.
I know. It's supposed to be a rapper.
Right. It's a lot of rappers that just cannot. If you can't freestyle, just be like, you know what, that ain't what I do. I'm more of a pen person, you know. But to get up there and make yourself look, man, like, what's the boy who got up there that was acting like he was playing? Didn't that mess up his whole career? Or was this shit already done?
Who?
You showed me. It was a big guy. I don't know if he had a hat on, but
I'm
he
a
was...
motherfucking stoner. I got a motherfucking boner.
Didn't that fuck up his
Oh yeah, that was the best freestyle ever.
Yeah, but he was like, I wasn't even for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could really, just don't do it if you don't. But seeing people freestyle and attempting to freestyle like we've seen on this podcast before, and to see something like this was just absolutely amazing.
You put me in the motherfucking limelight. You put me in the motherfucking limelight. You can get me out the motherfucking limelight. Wow, that shit was fire. That shit was fire. I forgot about that. That nigga went crazy, man. But wait, let's get to this next thing. Let me know when you gotta get up for something, so I can brush my teeth and shit. But let's just keep going. All right, so Nas,
Complex renaming.
See, look, a nigga just like my comment. I'm making a video. I wasn't gonna make the video, but I'm gonna make a video. You see, they keep liking my comment. Anyways, basically Nas, who, you know, some people say he's the greatest rapper of all time. Me personally, I wouldn't say that, you know. Some people say Illmatic is the greatest rap album of all time. I would never ever say that. I wouldn't even say it's the best New York rap album. You know, I would, niggas, you know, if you hear, you know, 36 Chambers and Illmatic, and you think Illmatic is better, you know, that's you. You know, you say, me personally, 36 Chambers is better. But you know, he's a real nigga. He's not like these other niggas. But
Best rapper alive every single year. You were named MVP in 1994. A handful of years after that.
Salute.
You know, we are going to be doing it. There's a handful of names in contention. Playboy Cardi, NBA Youngboy are two that. A few of the names that we're thinking about. I'm curious of your perspective on the newer generation, like the Playboy Cardis.
Rock stars. To see hip hop have a different variants. You have some of the pioneers. The early 90s, you have the guys from the early 2000s. There's a place for all of us in this world of hip hop and art. So that's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My boy went from hearing that workout song by J. Cole and saying hip hop is fucking dead to supporting Playboy Cardi, and you know what I'm saying? My other nigga, so you see how he came around like that, you know? He's a real nigga. You see this? What you think about that?
I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't even concentrating, and it was hard for me to, because I just kept looking how OG he look. He ain't Unk. What's the step up OG, and it's just difficult to see. I watched a video where they broke down YN and the roles and the ages and when it changed up. He most definitely ain't Unk, and it's just for me to see him youthful and vibrant and all of that, and to see what I just saw, it was just like, damn, my boy. I just kept thinking about. I was focusing on the wrong. I'm sorry, I was focusing on the wrong thing.
It'd be like that. But you know, Katy Perry, who is very attractive and who really was coming with like the biggest slaps like ever.
Yes.
In the early 2010s, I would say she was going harder slaps than everybody. You know, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, they wasn't in their prime. They wasn't dropping heat like, you know, Katy. She would come every year. She would come with a new banger that was, man. Ever since she dropped that Dark Horse, it's like nothing was the same. She dropped Dark Horse, and man, it was never the same since Dark Horse. But you know, Dark Horse. That's one that should have been the best song. What was that? Missy Elliott.
Playlist.
Was that Missy Elliott? Yeah, that song clears that music. If you want to go to pop song, you should have went to Dark Horse.
I was gonna say I still listen to this in my playlist in my workout.
Yeah. That song though, that's, you know, I won't say it's the best pop song from that era, because you know, I mean, when it fucking Just Dance and Poker Face, that came out like 2008. No, Poker Face, Just Dance. Me, I'm gonna say, I don't know what's better, Just Dance. I'm gonna say Just Dance because, you know, it's just better, got a better beat, you know what I'm saying? So Just Dance, that's the best pop song of this century so far for me. But that Dark Horse is something else. But you know, Katy Perry, she she is, you know, living her best life with Justin Trudeau.
Justin Trudeau are constantly in contact. After they went public with their romance, The Sun can reveal. The pair were recently pictured kissing aboard her yacht off Santa Barbara in California, with Trudeau putting his hand on the singer's bottom. Insiders last night told The Sun the pair have been secretly dating since the start of the summer. The source said that the pair haven't been able to spend a lot of time together as she's on tour, but they're constantly in contact, always FaceTiming and messaging each other. Katie split from Orlando Bloom in January, with the news becoming public in June, after getting engaged in 2019. Trudeau has been divorced since 2023 and quit as PM in January.
Okay, so what do you think about that?
I didn't know that was acceptable.
What to? Well, no, he's not the prime minister anymore. He's the ex. He
No,
got kicked out.
I'm just saying, to be engaged that long,
Oh yeah, yeah, it's disrespectful. Wow. Yeah, he's disrespectful.
and to be a rich star on top of that.
Yes.
But
Absurd.
yeah, I mean, I guess because I'm like, where the has Katy Perry been, or maybe she been somewhere.
She's been
where
dropping,
I-
but people have not been really.
Yeah, I
quick
don't
to-
know. I haven't heard anything
things that
because
she's
if I heard that she's been dropping or I heard something, then I would have checked her out because I really love her. But I was just about to say before you showed that, like, she must be somewhere in love because they don't make music like that. Or if they do make music like that, don't nobody want to hear that shit. Because when you in love, you already living your own life. You ain't listening to in love music. Now, when you broke up, that's when you need to hear some shit that, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that's when people make some of the best music. I hate to say it, but I ain't heard shit about Katy Perry, but I am a fan of hers. She has wonderful music.
Yeah. So, you know who Marlon is, right? I showed you Marlon.
That's a couple Marlons. Which one?
He's a model streamer who is very, very glazed for his looks.
Oh, yeah.
But he actually did something recently. So for about a week, he stopped posting on all social medias, and he decided that he was going to gift the world with a nice little surprise. So I want you to let me know what you think about this. I had the clip, but TikTok is extremely weird with, you know, everything. I don't like TikTok, but actually I do like TikTok. I don't like how they do links, but hold on. But he had deleted this video out of embarrassment, I believe.
I'm going to walk into a KFC painted black to see how they'll treat me.
What?
So he had deleted this video. We're not gonna watch the video because I don't know how, this is 9 minutes. I don't feel like it. But basically, in other words, he said that his editors had posted this video and that they weren't supposed to post this video. So he's alleging that this was put up without his permission, but he's more than likely throwing his editors under the bus and he put this out of his own free will.
7 days. Not a word, not a video, not a clip, not a post. Not a word, not a video, not a clip, not a post, nothing. You may wonder, or you may not wonder, why do you do this? Why'd you do this experiment? Why are you even making this video? Why was you silent 7 days straight? I wanted to test the internet. I wanted to see how bad and easy or hard you can really fool the internet. Now, was it easy? Yeah. Was it hard seeing it? Yeah. Let me tell y'all how in 7 days I fooled the internet completely. Stage 1, the crash out stage.
I don't know what y'all genuinely think, bro. I genuinely don't, bro. I really don't. People saying criticism, this, that, and the other. You don't even know what criticism is, bro. Respectfully. Why do you think I leave that in the first place? Like that. That's not f***ing race baiting, bro. Like, out of here, bro. Like that. I don't give a f***. You won't see me for a very long time, I'll be real. I don't give a shit, bro. I don't give a f***.
This was the moment I pretty much pulled the plug. I wanted the internet to think I was done. Fully done. Gone off social media. All this work I put in, this, that, and the other, gone forever. That's it. In a snap. Well, in a crash out, to be honest. How you doing?
Hello, hi.
It's...
You do it? It's okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't need to clean. It's okay.
No cleaning?
No, it's okay. It's good.
All day?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, it's okay. You can lock the door?
Yeah. Thank you. Saw it on stream, and I started acting weird. Out of my usual behavior, I started saying things I wouldn't say. I started acting different. My energy was different. You can see the chat start saying, "This is not you. What are you doing right now? Who is that?" Like this, that, and the other. That's what I knew. It's time to crash out.
All y'all this little I don't give a f, bro. Like, y'all don't even know what y'all talking about, bro. Like, that's fucking serious. You say race baiting is funny, bro. Nothing is funny, bro. Nothing is funny.
So I crashed out. Now, don't get me wrong. Did I actually work myself up to be a little bit hot and actually crashed out a little bit? 100%. But when I watched it back and I turned it off and said I was done. Those were my last final words, and I was going to be done. That was the start of the experiment. Now, my real emotions actually coming into play a little bit. Played the perfect part. Because afterwards, I was like, wait, this actually was really good. And this was the start of a disappearance. You can't really fake a disappearance either unless you really do it the right way. So I disappeared. Just like that. Gone. Stage 2, the quiet stage. Now, this is when the internet starts talking. Days go by, hours go by, minutes go by, people start talking, people start wondering. I just stay back, sat back, let it all happen. This is when you let it marinate, you let it sit, you let people's thoughts form for itself. But I didn't say a single word, and the internet started whispering. Is he done? Where'd he go? Is he fully finished? What is this? Have he sold his soul? I've seen every single thing. I've seen all of it. Just sat back, looked at my phone, and said, perfect. This is what I needed right here. That reaction right there, sold it. The silence truly made people talk louder. That's what I wanted. Stage 3. Confuse the internet. This is probably the hardest part. This is where you're supposed to drop little hints, but also you gotta drop hints to make it seem very believable that you're pretty much going insane. Well, have you gone insane? Have you not gone insane? Are you in the bed crying at 4 a.m. in the morning because you just in your feelings and no one takes care of you at night? Off by the little temple. So you can't really see anything that it turns out to be Los Angeles, but you can only see the little part of the temple, not really fully to see if it's me or not. You can see my posture, you can see my body, you can see that I'm bald, and then I turned and the camera went down, act like they got caught filming. Then I put the Snapchat location in Thailand, and no views, I'll be cooked, I'll be done. Because then that hit wouldn't be enough to really sell that I've gone insane. I woke up and had 2 million views. It was a perfect plan. I had comments, people from Thailand commenting saying, oh, this is good for you, this and that. People confused, is he losing his mind? Why is he bald? Is that really Marlon? Is that not Marlon? I thought he was done, is he really disappointed? But the truth is, I was watching, and trust me, it was beautiful to watch. It was beautiful. Seeing the creation of the light. Stage 4, the setup phase. This is when you get your friends, your lovely friends on the internet to play along in the game. Lacey was talking to me saying he hasn't heard from me for a week. He said,
bro, chat, I don't know if Marlon's coming to the summit. Obviously, I invited him, but I have not heard from him. I don't know what you guys want me to do.
You have JJ in a podcast saying that
Marlon shaves 1/7 in the back of his head.
Jesus.
I was like,
this filmed?
For all filmed.
Make it seem like I've sold my soul, that I'm going crazy. While somebody actually did shave my head, which you will see in another video. It was perfect because then JJ could go on his podcast with the segment and make it seem like I've gone insane. But they didn't really see the full clip. He was just talking about the video.
You have to get through each door. In each door, there's just crazy.
And people question it even more. Again, plan worked. Stage 5, last but not least, the execution. This one all comes together. And I would hope that for 7 days, I could really confuse the internet, that I quit. That's where we're at right now, 7 days in, and I think I completed it. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that caught on to it. There's a lot of people that knew the place, that it was in LA, that I was not in Thailand, this and the other, that I was not losing my mind. People were really just chatting. Now, why did I really do this? 7 days of silence, 7 days of confusion, 7 days of sitting back and see how the internet is very easily fooled. And you may actually ask, why do I do this? You may actually not ask, why do I do this? You may actually don't even care about this video. You may not even care about me. This might be a small thing, this might be a big thing. I want to see for myself. Going through this social media experience, I really love to do. It's funny. It's harsh. It's ups, it's downs, but at the end of the day, it's really crazy to see. You can make it seem like you're in Thailand. You can make it seem like you're in Russia. You can make it seem like you're disappeared for forever. You can make it seem like anything you want, and the internet will go with it if you do it good. Now, is that a good trade? Probably not, to be honest. I really want to do this YouTube video because I wanted to see how good I could do it. You really thought I was done? Man, I love this shit, no matter what people say. It's you versus you. That's it. You can't fool the internet forever. But for 1 week, I think I did a pretty good job. I proved that sometimes going ghost makes the noise louder. It also shows you the people who actually truly support you and the people who truly don't. I want to say YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. I love y'all, bro. You're very positive, and I appreciate that. Y'all got my heart, bro. Seriously. There's a lot of hate in this world. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, matter of fact. I love doing these type of videos. Hopefully it turns out good. We did that. I love y'all. Don't be so easily fooled, boy. You understand that, boy? You understand that, boy? You understand that? Welcome back. May see y'all tomorrow, bro. Right and shine.
So, what do you think about him fooling the internet?
I don't like it. And I'm not gonna, like, you know, pray on nobody downfall or nothing like that. But, you know, he is glazed, like you said, and he, you know, all of that. I don't think that it was necessary to do. I understand that he did it because he wanted to. He wanted to see social experience. But you could have fucked up real bad with this. Because people don't like to feel like they've been made a fool of. You know what I'm saying? Like, you manipulated everybody.
Oh, wait. Maybe I should give some context.
Okay.
He didn't post something on the internet for 7 days. Nobody noticed. When I mean nobody, on YouTube, Twitter, nobody noticed this. So he posted this video and he said, I fooled the internet. Everybody, we're like, nigga, you didn't fool it, because none of us noticed that he was gone for 7 days.
Damn.
So I know you probably like, oh, what? No, that we didn't notice that he was gone. So he dropped this video because he thought that he was fooling the internet. So my bad.
Whoa.
He didn't know, but no, he didn't fool anybody because nobody noticed he was gone.
So did he actually post this, or was
he
this
posted it and deleted it because everybody, they were coming at him saying like, nigga, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So he deleted that out of embarrassment. That video is not on his YouTube anymore. And then afterwards, he said that he didn't put that video up. His editors put that video and it wasn't supposed to go out. And he said he didn't fool the internet. He said that he didn't fool. No. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. First of all, I would have never posted that, let alone posted.
He said he didn't posted it.
No, you said, well,
he said his editors posted
and deleted. If nobody was like making videos about where is he or whatever the case may be, oh, that's kind of
nobody
sad.
cared.
I want to say kind of that's what he get for trying to play with motherfuckers and shit. You know, like, because if you just gonna take a break, just take a break. You don't have to do all this. It was fun. It was funny. It was all of that. Is it funny still? Like,
yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry, but
And
no,
no one gave a
nobody
fuck?
noticed. No, nobody noticed at all. Nobody noticed that he was gone. And when he posted this video, niggas was like, "What are you talking about, nigga? We didn't notice that you were gone." So people are making fun because they think he's the man, and people are saying that he lost his aura. They say he's not cool anymore because he thought that he was cool. Somebody was saying like he is. What they say? Main character syndrome.
because he did this,
Yeah,
or
because he did
just
that.
just
Because
because?
literally, he said I fooled the internet, and he said I crashed out. Like he was pretending to fool it, but we didn't notice. You know.
So my thing is like, is he okay? Like, how is he feeling now? Like, did that fuck his head up, or he's just gonna,
No, they just memeing him
act
forever.
like nothing happened, and he's just gonna keep on going? Oh, that's sad.
But
Damn.
let's get to
Oh, shit.
this sound on TikTok by this guy. It's called Faaaaaahhh. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it sounds familiar.
So somebody will get injured, and you'll be like, Faaaaaahhh. I can't do it.
Cause right now you're
There we go. Okay, here we go. So you hear the sound effect, the pop.
I got this. 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 I got this.
You get it right. The
Yeah,
five.
but what did he do when he originally said it? Or that's something he created?
He created because on Twitch, when people donate to you and give you money, you can have a clip, a couple of seconds play. So he used his own voice to create the clip. So when people donate to him, they say "five." Or
Yeah, but I'm
something
saying that's just what he came up with,
Yeah, he
or
came up
when
with that
something
of his own
happened,
mind.
he say that, and then that's his known thing.
He got it on the clipboard too.
Yeah,
like a soundboard. Like, "Pop."
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, he
Okay.
created that sound for his streams.
Right.
But basically, as you can hear, this is just the normal one. These niggas out here snitching. They with the Rat Pack, and it's the regular sound, but they decided to create a new, cooler, legendary version. Right. It's really great. Hold up. I hope I reposted that fucking video. So, about a couple months ago, this man right here decided with his genius brain to create the greatest meme.
These niggas
Really
out
great
here
meme.
snitching, they with the Rat Pack. Hit them with the chopper, that's the rat trap. Find them in that trash bag off the interstate.
Okay, so as you can hear that sound, right? people thought that was part of the song because it just sounded like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
right.
And this has been going viral, all over the place. The on top of the thing.
Yeah, that's hilarious. It sound fire.
My shit is fucking taking
These niggas out here snitching, they with the Rat Pack. Hit them with the chopper, that's these niggas out here. These niggas out here snitching, they with the Rat Pack. Hit them with the chopper, that's the rat trap. Find them in.
I swear, man. Oh, God, I hate when it happens. But, Juicy J, he was performing this song live, and something very interesting happened, as you probably can assume. But,
These niggas out here snitching, they with the Rat Pack. Hit them with the chopper, that's the rat trap.
No, the people in the crowd were singing. They were saying "Bah." You hear it?
No, I didn't.
Oh wait, this isn't a good video, but it was so low. But
Juicy J still perform?
all rappers still perform.
Yeah, that's true. I like Juicy J.
These niggas out here snitching. They with the rat pack. Hit them with the chopper, that's the rat trap. These niggas out here snitching. They with the rat pack. Hit them with the chopper, that's the rat trap. Find them in that trash bag. These niggas out here snitching.
Oh, you know, as you could tell, he was just performing this song, and niggas started to, do that, and then.
I ain't gonna lie, for real, I'm almost sure this came up in my Spotify playlist the other day. I was like, Juicy J?
I know, but in response, Juicy J. I'm so glad Loter guy got his fucking YouTube channel back, man. He's so legendary. Like, his videos are so fire. But Juicy J decided to bless our ears with the remix.
It bothered us too that your employees weren't.
Hold on. I never heard the actual song before, but yeah, this.
Tools for your body parts like a Riley. I ain't joking, nigga. My name ain't Ricky Smiley. Fall up in the club and we start wildin'. These niggas out here snitching. They with the rat pack. Hit them with the chopper, that's the rat trap. Find them in a trash bag off the interstate. House full of gangsta niggas never renovate. You snitching, you deserve to die. Bloody murder. Hating on another nigga cause his trap's working. Are you mad?
Wow, so he added it to the other parts of the song too. Wow, this is crazy. So what do you think about
Did he
this?
get credit for that, or did he get royalties and stuff like that?
100%,
That's what's
a fact.
up. You know what I'm saying?
There's no way that they release it without him getting
Because,
royalties. Like legally, they don't have a
like,
choice.
to make something like that just goes, and that seemed, well, you never know now, but I was gonna say that seemed like something that would be around for a while.
Yeah. What do you think about that him remixing his song because of TikTok?
Man, that's what's up. Give everybody a little juice. Why not? Ride the wave.
Yeah, it's really fantastic. It's crazy.
Especially if they doing it at the concerts and stuff like that. Anyway, let me give you what you want. Let's get this money together, young man.
No, it's ridiculous. But okay. Holy crap. Oh, I didn't freaking delete these. Well, can't talk about that because well, I mean, maybe we can. So what do you think about this NBA player, Dick or Grady Dick, being this height?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Why do they have to blank out his name?
That's
Just,
Flacco.
Like, I get it, but if that's his name, if you have to do all that, just call him Richard.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Call him Richard.
Yeah, I wonder how that ended up becoming a name for that. What's her name? Fuck, I forgot. This girl, Izzy Azalea or Iggy? No, Azalea Banks, right? Is that it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She performed in Israel, which like you're not supposed to do that apparently, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she went over there. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's surprising. I mean, she has to go where she's welcome, I'm assuming.
Yeah, there was glazing her, but I was surprised about that because I don't know, but but John Jones, he's talking about fighting this guy, Alex Pierre, or whatever, some guy instead of Tom Aspinall. But it turns out that this guy is a boxer, not a wrestler. He can't wrestle, so people are like, oh well, that's gonna be easy. So what do you think about John Jones, who looks really bad for his age because he's a extreme drug user? But
that's the one who retired for 2 weeks and then decided to come back
for UFC. White House edition.
Only to fight the other guy who's not fighting now?
No, to fight this nigga. Apparently, he wants to.
And what does he do? He boxes?
He's the UFC.
What does the other guy do?
UFC as well. He's just he was a smaller weight. He went up to fight the other guy, but he didn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. Now he wants to fight this guy he'll have to go up again to fight. So
wow.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to see. I don't really like UFC.
I don't know. So Drake is trying to appeal his failure in court.
Let it go, bro. Just eat it. Swallow it. It's a hard swallow, but just swallow it, and eventually you'll be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Go. It's dead, my guy.
Yeah, he's
it's
not
dead. Why keep going?
He's not coming
Save
back.
something. The little last thread that you're on, save it.
Yeah.
Save it. Disappear for about a month and just come out and act like nothing happened. I swear, I would do. Fuck it. Young Thug is the one. He set the blueprint. Just act like it never happened.
Yeah, but this is the Prime Minister of Canada, and Trump was really honing this nigga when it was he was like talking about him, making jokes about annexing Canada, all type of stuff. And apparently, he has a trans daughter, which a lot of people have, like celebrities. I don't know. I hope I don't have a trans daughter when I become a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? But he mocks transgenderism in front of his face. Allegedly, Trump is
sports. Basic things. We're not going to take your child away and change the sex of your child. We're not going to do things like that. What they're doing to the country is so incredible, and they got away with it with all their woke crap, and now it's stopped. And we have a country that's based on common sense and strength and intelligence. We have the United States of America, and I say it all the time. Other leaders have told me this. Mark hasn't yet, but I think he would. A year ago, we were a dead country, and now we are the hottest country.
I must have read this wrong because this nigga is just going on the same babble. Basically, the Trump administration had only recognizes 2 genders on the passport. In Canada, they have like a third gender, like an X gender. So if you're Canadian and you're like X gender, you try to come into America, you won't come in. I thought he would have mentioned something about that, but this nigga's just self-glazing. But let's talk about MJ.
Family not as tall. How does that work?
I should say the GOAT. Let's talk about the GOAT.
I'm the tallest. My father's about 5'10". My mother's about 5'5". Everyone else is about 5'6.5", 5'7". The milkman's about 6'7".
No. Tallest one in the family.
Some memes are just they just live forever. But what do you think about Michael Jordan's mom allegedly sleeping with the mailman?
Hilarious in so many ways.
Yeah, what I heard is that during high school, MJ managed to get his hands on some human growth hormone, and that's how he managed to shoot up to 6'6", when I think he was like short as fuck, like during one of his years in high school. And next year he was just magically tall.
Some people just do that though.
Yeah, some people do that.
I've seen somebody over a summer. Oh my gosh, they
but
were
maybe
14.
that nigga had HGH. Maybe he had human growth hormone.
Maybe.
Some people do. You know what I'm saying?
But wouldn't the effects of that be showing now in his old age?
No,
like
if you take human growth hormone when you're like a teenager, you're just gonna go up. I think Messi, he was like short and he took human growth hormone when he was a kid to be normal, to be like 6 feet.
Chuck it up already. You don't just try to wait to see how tall you're really gonna be.
No. If I had human growth hormone when I was a teenager, I would have took that shit. Every nigga, if you're a teenager and somebody gives you human growth hormone, take that shit. Anyways,
I advise against that.
Well, you're not a woman, so your height doesn't affect your life. But just know that.
Woman.
Well, you're not a man, so your height doesn't affect your life. My bad. But men
just have swag and aura, and your height won't matter.
Yeah. What was Marlon Wayne said? That's like you saying, it doesn't matter if you're real. But in reality, height does matter, right? Like height matters. If you're taller people on average are happier than shorter men. Like this is a fact. Taller people also, make more money. Taller people also get treated, or they make more money. Like if you're taller in life, your life is gonna be better.
It. Like if you are confident, you can command that when you step in the room without even saying a word. Like just own that shit. Don't be like insecure and intimidated by other tall people and stuff like that. If you have swag, if you have charisma, then your height doesn't fucking matter to most. Well, to some girls, it doesn't matter to me. I've been pretty all my life. I need a man that's, what I'm saying? As long as your or is there your swag, you know what I'm saying, and you confident in it, you know what I'm saying? Not one of those niggas that be like, oh, you can't wear heels because I'm this, and that.
But if you're
Bitches
tall, you'll
don't
be
give a
perceived as confident even if you're insecure because
That's
you're
true.
tall.
That is true. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's nothing there. That is true, but it's not completely over for you.
Yeah. You know what you're doing?
What?
Woman explaining.
Oh, okay.
But some rapper from Chicago who nobody's ever heard of, who've never done anything legendary ever. He was dissing before Big Frank.
How the fuck I ain't know that shit? I spill. We all on P. Heard they want some war, so I slide to the mills an hour away. Big Frank ass sweet. I'm Big CDK. How the fuck I ain't know that shit? I spill. We all on P. Heard.
He said he's words. I'm not gonna say those words. He said he's something K, and that he's gonna drive to Milwaukee for Big Frank. What do you think about that?
Like, if nobody know who you are, and if Big Frank ain't say shit about you first, then why use somebody's name to hop on clout? You know what I'm saying? Because people talk shit about Milwaukee rappers and all that, but people really try to be like us. You know what I'm saying? People try to be like us with our dances and you know, we're talked about and stuff like that. So don't try to hop on the bandwagon trying to diss a motherfucker talking shit just so you can be known. You know what I'm saying? Ain't y'all got enough shit going on in Chicago to talk about where you don't have to throw a motherfucker from the Mill name in that shit? You know what I'm saying? Ooh, it's so much more I want to say. I promise you it is. It's so much more I want to say, but I ain't gonna go on no rant.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. He's XYZK, you know what I'm saying? He's saying that, but, you know, he talking about sliding up to the mill. You know, he won't be saying that if he was up here talking about like that. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with that nigga. Allegedly, Frank was dissing him first, but, you know, who knows, you know? That nigga, he's from Chicago. He might not even be here by next year, you know what I'm saying? We know that's a fact. Those niggas, all they do is slide on each other. But, you know, Big Frank, you know, he'll still be here, you know, a year from now. That I can guarantee. But, you know, Joe Rogan, who is a lot of things, intelligent, not one of them. Smart, I mean, not intelligent, but not, I mean, intelligent, not one of them. Funny, also not one of them. Able to see things through, I don't know, it's like, I don't know what happened to Joe Rogan. Like, it seems like 10 years ago, he was able to, he was interested in knowledge and discovering, you know, truth, both sides, but, you know, like, he's I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's drugs, but his brain is completely cooked. He invites on like super duper, you know, weird, you know, doctors and weird people who believe in like Atlantis and the flat Earth, and you know, space isn't real. He just invites on all these like anti-scientific, you know, people to come from like places where no one's ever heard of, just to spew like, just really just anti-intellectual, just anti-science, anti-history, you know, Atlantis, just all type of psychotic things. He you know. Despite, you know, being a Trump supporter, you know, and glazing Trump and inviting him onto his show and doing nothing to disagree, and in the moment he said that he was not going to vote for Trump, Trump came at that nigga's head and he stepped back in line. Now he's, you know, trying to, you know,
the immigration.
The way
it looks is horrific. It looks, when you're just arresting people in front of their kids and just normal, regular people that have been here for 20 years.
Yeah.
That everybody who has a heart can't get along with that.
No.
Everybody who has a heart sees that and goes, that can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be the only way to do this.
Right.
Because you have to think, look, yeah, we have to have a border. Yes, it should have been secure. Yes, they should make sure you know who everybody is before they get in.
Yeah.
But when people been here for 20 years, like, come on, man. That's crazy. Like,
yeah.
Let's find a way. Okay, but also have a fucking heart.
You got anything to say about it?
But it's still against the law.
Oh yeah.
Though, you know what I'm saying? And that's like, well, I don't know if you can compare it to the same thing, but that's like, you know, when they, you know, go and they find people and they arrest people, you know, that's 70 years old, and come to find out like 30 years ago, then they was this type of killer or whatever and got away with it all this time, but the last 30 years they've been living this quiet, wholesome life and got a wife and volunteer at the church and shit like that. They still did something that was illegal. So what is...
Yeah, the illegal immigrant simping. I mean, I don't know if you are pro illegal immigrant. Me personally, you know, I'm pro illegal immigrant more so than not. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they coming from Mexico. You know, if I was in England or in Europe, I would definitely not be pro illegal. But, you know, illegal immigrants, they can come to America, you know, because they do illegal type jobs. You know, I'm pro illegal immigrant. You know, I don't have a problem with illegals like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if you are somebody who, you know, voted for Donald Trump, then you have no right to complain about what's happening with these illegals in ICE, because Donald Trump told you before he was going to become president that he was going to deport 20 million illegal immigrants, and it's not even 20 million, you know, illegal immigrants in America, or they don't even have a way to count. You know what I'm saying? So it was, you know, 15, then it turned into 20. So he said before, like, everybody was, I don't know, like before Trump's election, everybody was throwing these red flags at all of, you know, these type of people, these quote unquote centrist people like him and Andrew Schultz. Like, me personally, if you are somebody who is opposed to Donald Trump for doing something that before the election he explicitly over in every single interview said he was going to do, he's been talking about immigration since 2016. Joe Rogan, you are a moron. I don't know what's wrong with you. What are you talking about? This is inhumane. He said that he was going to do this. He said he was going to use, like, I don't know, like, this is, you know, I don't know. It's just, it annoys me how you can promote something before it happens while he was saying, like, it's like certain people, when Trump was talking about the tariffs, like certain people, I seen certain people switch because of that. Like, even like 2 months into Trump's presidency, be like, oh, I regret voting for Trump because the tariffs. But it's like, nigga, he said he was going to do tariffs, but niggas were like, oh, well, I didn't actually believe he was going to do it. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like if you are a Trump supporter and you knew and he said he was going to do something before he was elected and you voted for it, then you trying to change your mind on what he already did, it just makes you seem just extremely ill-informed, and it's just so stupid to me, you know what I'm saying? But you got anything else about that? So, Chicago named the best and friendliest big city in the U.S. for the 9th year in a row, generating a record of more than $20 billion in tourism. So what do you think about that?
I believe it. I never had any problems when I went to Chicago, you know, and I used to go, well, that's
every day.
That's not but that was in Chicago. That was Illinois. It was close to Chicago, but it was in Chicago, so I don't know if that's considered the same thing. But I've never
looking up niggas from Milwaukee and they be saying Waukesha. I'm like, nigga, that's a whole different county.
That's not the same thing. But when I have been to Chicago, I've never had a problem with anybody. And I'm talking about when I go to Chicago, I'm Packer down. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about I got the Packer jacket on, the Packer this, the Packer that, and I've never had any problems. Even when I've had to stop and ask people for help or directions or something like that, I ain't never had a problem with Chicago.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, people from the Midwest are just nicer than people from other regions. It's a fact, you know what I'm saying? Just Google it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody from the Midwest are just nicer than other places, you know? I didn't make up the rules. It's just, you know, it's just the truth, you know? But Chicago, when I went there, you know, I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't talk to nobody, but, you know, I believe this, you know, because, you know, I already said why. But, you know, so, you know, when you was asking me some, you know, certain people, hold on, wait, let me put this. All right, so, I don't even know how to say it, but, you know, let's go read it. So, Twitch CEO says Kai Cenat and IShowSpeed aren't part of streamer Mount Rushmore. It's just 4 people, you know. You're great, but you can't be on the Mount Rushmore yet. So this is what he said. When he was in front of Kai Cenat, he was glazing them, saying he was on the Mount Rushmore. I just want everybody to know that Twitch has been a company for 12 years, you know, and there was a lot of streamers that existed. I know a lot of people have never heard of any streamers before Kai Cenat, but to those of you who may be watching this, there was actually, there was actually people streaming on Twitch before Kai Cenat. I just want to say that because a lot of y'all might not know that, but there was actually niggas on there before.
You kind of, it probably should be more historical. Yeah. You know, in other words, Kai is big now, but you know, arguably it's like, now he asked me, so I had to put him on there. But arguably it's like, look, you're great, but you can't be on the Mount Rushmore yet.
See, I put, it should be Speed, Kai, Queso.
Right.
When like, no, there's like soda.
Well, initially when I was doing it, because of course part of it is you just don't remember people. And initially I mentioned Speed, and then I was like, oh no, and I swapped Speed out for Queso.
Yeah.
Okay. But of course all the idiots on say, you kind of, it probably.
So what do you think about that?
I don't respect him for this. And the reason why I don't respect him for this is because I don't like, okay, let me watch my words. I don't like when people don't stand on their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel how you feel, just say how you feel, and it is what it is. What can somebody do? You know what I'm saying? Besides challenge you, and if you tell them how you feel, then they should respect it, whether they agree with it or not. I don't like how he said, well, he asked me, so I had to say him. No, you didn't have to fucking say him. And that's what the problem is. You know, you can, a lot of times I see things in two different ways, and that's the same thing here. You know, when you were asked, instead of, oh, I want to talk so freely, but I just can't. When you were asked in that moment, instead of bitching up, you know what I'm saying? And feeling like you have to follow what people want you to follow, stand in your shit and say, you know what? Okay, Mount Rushmore. All right, so Mount Rushmore is made of older people who laid the foundation. So my Mount Rushmore would be this. You know what I'm saying? Even if they old motherfuckers that motherfuckers never heard of. You know what I'm saying? This is my Mount Rushmore. But if I had to do a current one for who's popping now, then I would say this, and this. You know what I'm saying? That way you give in both sides instead of just switching up and shit like that. Because it's the switch up that's the problem.
Yeah. So you must not heard, but basically, you know what I'm saying? You know, certain people, or you know, me,
Yeah,
I label myself certain things based off of the view on which, you know, black people only have, you know, so certain black people, you know, they're, when they, I don't know, they only see, you know, through black lenses, you know, they don't see things even somewhat objectively, you know what I'm saying? So niggas have been calling him racist, you know, everybody, streamers, you know, all niggas online have been calling him racist. And you know, if you think that he's racist, then you just don't know, you know, anything about Twitch. You know, basically, you know, me, in my personal opinion, Kai Cenat and I Shall Speed could never, ever be on the Mount Rushmore, ever. You know, I only know about those niggas because of Aiden Ross. Only. I never heard about those niggas prior to Aiden Ross, ever. I only know those niggas because of Aiden Ross, and those niggas only exist because of Aiden Ross. Him, Speed, Neon, 3 niggas who wouldn't exist because of Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross had to take the bullets for these niggas. Niggas didn't like Aiden Ross. Twitch was a white weirdo platform where only video games and weirdo and poggers, and y'all niggas don't know what poggers is. Y'all niggas who saying, oh, he's racist. You don't know what pog is, cause nigga, you just got Twitch. Nigga, have you watched the Kai Cenat stream? All you niggas who are like, this nigga's racist. Nigga, can you name 10 streamers right now? Ice Poseidon is on the Mount Rushmore. He single-handedly created live streaming. That's a fact. Aiden Ross, he deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore because he was the first nigga to invite rappers onto his stream and collaborate with celebrities ever. He created that whole black side of Twitch where niggas was on Twitch doing that shit. All those niggas, man, I don't understand why niggas sleep on Aiden Ross so much. I know it's because he's white or whatever, but Aiden Ross literally, like, he literally created these niggas. He created a Twitch lane for these niggas. And my nigga Ninja really brought Twitch to the forefront. So independent of what, you know, you might think, those 3 niggas deserve to be on the Mount Rushmore. And then I Show Speed and Kai. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't put those niggas on there. I think they just like a fab, you know, right now. But, you know, Mount Rushmore is all time. I don't understand how you can just see a nigga not putting somebody or not glazing somebody and call them racist. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why me, you know what I'm saying, I'm not just gonna jump on with the, I don't know, the mind or the I don't know, the hive mind. You know, how is this nigga, do you think he's racist?
No, I don't. And that's what I was about to say. I have heard people calling him racist. I don't look at him as racist. I personally don't believe that he is racist. I don't know him like that. But I'm saying from this, I wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, he switched up because he racist. I'm telling you what the problem is the problem is he a pussy. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Like, he should have just stood on his own and then it would be okay. What people in the black community don't like is when you act one way and then you switch up. If you act this way when you're with us, where you like, you know what I'm saying, macaroni and yams and shit, and then when you get with other people that's non-black, even if it's a person of color there or whatever the case may be, you say, nah, I don't like that shit is woo. No, you're switch up. You see how you around non-black people and you can say what you really feel that your Mount Rushmore is? That's the problem. Like, you feel comfortable around them, which that's fine if you do. But don't act like and pretend that you're comfortable and you rocking this way around us. And then when you leave from around us is what you switch up. That's the problem. If you had not did that, motherfuckers wouldn't be calling you racist right now. And even if you would have said, well, this is my Rushmore.
I think they would have called that nigga racist if he wasn't in front of Kai Cenat and he wouldn't have. They would have called that nigga racist.
They probably would have. But this is what the problem is. You should have stood on, even if you name motherfuckers that people never heard of, and then you said, well, my Rushmore is from the past. People from the past who laid the foundation, and this is why I choose my, if you ask me who's hot right now, I could tell you this, but don't be outside of your community and then be scared to speak up or how you really feel and just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? And I don't respect people who do that. When I say I'm me everywhere I go, man, I'm me. I'm not gonna switch, because I'm not finna pretend. I'm not finna fake for you. I'm not gonna be all aggressive and shit like that. But if this is how I feel, this is how I feel. And I don't have a problem standing alone and being the only one who have this take, the only one who have this opinion, the only one who feel this way, and I don't have a problem being the only one who say something. I don't give a fuck. He shouldn't have switched up. That's what make it look bad. If that's just how you feel, don't feel like you have to say a motherfucker because you, like, you know what, respectfully, I wish I could say your name, but respectfully, I can't, because Mount Rushmore is this, and this is how I feel. Now, they could have said what they said to try to convince him or persuade him or whatever the case may be. He was like, well, I get what you're saying, but this. Say why you feel that way instead of like, you know what? This. And then you're like, I was just saying that shit because I was on the hot spot. Actually, what? Don't nobody respect that shit.
Yeah, Donald Trump had, the world leader signed the Gaza peace deal after Hamas frees all living hostages. Took 3,000 years to get this. So, basically, after, October 7th, the Hamas terrorists captured a whole bunch of Israelis after murdering, multiple people, raping women, murdering babies, all type of stuff, right? And then, luckily, really retrospectively, Trump 1 is turning out a lot better than, motherfucking, Trump 2 is turning out a lot better than Trump 1, Trump 2, it's making me, depending on how we are next year and 2 years from now, it's making me think about, the 2024 election outcomes. I was thinking, like, at first I'm like, with all these terrorists, I'm like, man, we should have got Kamala. After doing stuff like this, Trump is really out here, putting up points on the board that I don't think Kamala wouldn't be able to do. I don't think Kamala would, we think we know why Kamala wouldn't be able to do this, because, but, I don't think she would have been able to do this. Unfortunately, I don't think she would have been able to do this, because what I realized is that, niggas, like these other niggas are really scared of Donald Trump. Like, I know some people is like crazy, but some people can see when somebody's crazy, from, miles away, and I didn't realize that, but they really would not have been like, retro. I don't mean to sound like a Trump supporter or like I'm pushing like Republican narratives or anything, but you know what I'm saying? Like, these other niggas, like that tough guy image shit, like that really means something, it seems, to people from the Middle East, or just, I don't know, people from the Middle East and people from Europe. Like that, this shit ain't no joke. But yeah, he signed this peace deal. He got together Egypt, he got a whole bunch of leaders. He had the president of Pakistan glazing him, like super glazing him. And yeah, they
I'm looking at the meme over there. I love that movie.
Yeah, but
everybody love everybody.
So Hamas, they released their hostages, the alive ones, the dead ones. We got 20 back alive. I think they released all of them, and apparently the peace plan actually has been broken. Apparently, it's a real big thing. We're gonna save it for later. Yeah, I don't even know, but we also have to go through those truth socials. I'm gonna add the last thing. It's gonna be Trump's tweets. Or Truth Socials, because he doesn't use Twitter anymore. But R&B legend D'Angelo has passed away at 51.
Damn, just 51?
So, from battle with cancer. So what do you think about that?
How does it feel? Every time I hear D'Angelo, that's the only thing that I think about. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad because him and Angie is gone. So, you know, that sucks.
Damn, I don't know who that is.
Angie Stone, that was his wife, his I don't know if they were still legally married or not, but yeah. So, and I think they got a kid. So, like, you know, both his parents is gone, so that suck. Because 51 is, regardless of what people might think, 51 is young not to be here still. Motherfuckers be here till 80, 90, look at fucking Joe Biden and, you know, Donald Trump old ass. Motherfuckers live. So that's really sad.
Yeah, it's messed up.
I want Hunt's pizza.
Once we
Apparently there was some nigga in Milwaukee who like got into it with a police officer. That was an off-duty police. He hits the police. He attempts to, I believe, reach for certain things. The police does certain things to take that nigga out the game. And apparently the family was like, oh, well, he deserves to get taken out. The family was not siding with their own man, apparently.
Was that a punch or was that something that he had and hit him besides his hand?
I think that was his hand.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, like, he didn't have like a knife and juked him in the face or nothing like that. That was just a punch. Not that it make it any better, but I'm just asking.
Yeah, apparently his family said that they were not pressing charges against the police officers. So, you know, they're not siding with that nigga. So
some people is that's rare to see, you know what I'm saying? But some people is like, you know who the fuck your people's is, you know.
Yeah.
So to not see people pretend about it. Okay.
Yeah, I actually seen this video like 2 years ago.
Oh.
사는 게 아니래 너는 하늘에 자 없는 감옥 같아서 사랑해도 말 못했던 나 내 색조차 알 수 없던 나 잠이 드는 순간조차 그리워서지 살다가 너 힘들 때 나로 인한 슬픔으로 후련할 때까지 울다가 너 지칠 때 정 힘들면 단 한 번 날 기억하겠니 우리 마지못해 웃는 거겠지 우리 마지못해 살아가겠지 계속 웃다가 노래만 슬프죠 내 곁에 있어도 나의 곁에 있어도 눈물 나니까
Yeah. You got anything to say about that?
Yeah, that boy sang that song. I thought that was amazing when I saw that he damn near, you know, brought people to tears singing in what I'm assuming is a different language. I can't just assume that ain't his first language. Maybe he was born somewhere or something like that. But obviously he was hitting every note and pronunciating perfectly because he was moving the crowd. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah. So Rick Ross, his girlfriend who's a model, apparently he broke up with her because of her refusal to kiss him in public. So what do you think about one, dating somebody who you wouldn't kiss in public? What do you think about being with somebody who you don't even know that they won't even kiss you in public? What do you think about this whole situation?
Let me think. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't kiss all the boyfriends that I had. I wouldn't kiss all of them in public. It's some that I would. Some people I'm like, Don't do that.
Damn, that's tough. Why would you date a dude who you don't find attractive enough to kiss in public? Don't even make sense.
I don't know. You know,
Well, I guess what they say is true. You know, it's all boils down to genetics, looks. You know, it don't matter how much money you got if you fat and ugly, or if you're fat and I'm not gonna call Rick Ross ugly, but let's just say
it
fat.
depends on your personality too, because he could be cringe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just like, you know, annoying to her or something like that.
I think being in a relationship with Rick Ross, it would be like
I
Trump.
like Rick Ross. I had a crush on him for a long time. I like that big ass belly of his. I had a crush on him for a while.
Yeah, so the Bucks signed Alex Antetokounmpo. So it seems like the Bucks are just doing everything they can to, you know, keep Giannis over here, you know, because he's pretty much the only good thing that ever happened to Milwaukee ever since Kareem left. And without him, you know, it's pretty much nothing that we can do. And him, you know, he's sick of being here. He doesn't want to be here. He wants to leave because he wants to win, and he can't win with us because he's by him lonesome. He's by his lonesome, or he was until, you know, he got his niggas here. So he's, you know, we're trying to keep that nigga. They're not trying to let that nigga go. What do you think about this?
I think it's amazing, and I'm quite sure their parents are proud.
Yeah, probably.
That's amazing. And fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to pull, when you, I hate to say the main person, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just like Nelly said he wasn't signing unless his homies was coming too. You know what I'm saying? If you know you want it like that, then you have to do what you got to do. Like, hey, I'll stay if, you know, whatever it takes to make you comfortable. If that's what it take, then goddamn it, hey, fuck it, bring him on.
Yeah. I hope he makes those niggas, you know, I hope he puts those niggas in work. So, you know, Shedeur Sanders, his brother, who looks exactly like him, was getting an autograph. What do you think about this? I don't know. They look exactly alike, do you see?
Yeah.
And he thought that was him. He's wearing his jersey as well, so it's pretty reasonable. What do you think about that? Have you watched any Browns game?
I didn't, but I did see that. And I thought that it was funny because people be standing on who they be thinking people. I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of those people too. I be standing on who I be thinking somebody is. I be wrong like a motherfucker. At least 70% of the time I be wrong.
Yeah.
About 70% of the time
90,
I be wrong. And I be standing on it. But it's just, somebody will look at that and say it's racist.
I say maybe 97% of the time. That's me though.
That I be wrong.
Yeah. About faces and who you be thinking actors.
Bro, 70% of the time I be wrong. So I be right sometimes. I be right sometimes.
I'll say 97% of the time, me personally. But so this is.
That was him though. He was doing that. I was like, cause he wouldn't listen. You know what happened? That was him though. He was doing that. I was like, cause he wouldn't listen. You know what happened? I remember back when he went down. He said, I was in the club and I got drunk. It was turned up. You should have went down Atlanta with me. That was back in the day. Yeah, he went crazy. He went crazy. Yeah, he went crazy. Cut that video in right here. He was going crazy.
Believe CC gonna do GG like that. God damn.
You know, people believe, or some still do that was Gilly shaking ass in the Ludacris video. So, what do you think about niggas playing on Gilly top? Like he wasn't out here in the streets. When he came on the block, he had niggas moving off the block.
I thought it was him too. I just also thought it was funny that, like, how long ago is that video? That niggas was twerking back then and motherfuckers ain't had shit to say. Now that niggas, you know what I'm saying, doing a little.
Well, that was Ludacris, you know, Atlanta. Ludacris, Atlanta.
Well, Atlanta then wasn't like Atlanta now. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta was still Atlanta, but Atlanta then.
So come on, like in the early 2000s.
Now.
Too many niggas wasn't extra fruity. They just appeared.
No.
So Atlanta being extremely gay is a new thing. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was like that like forever.
I don't think so. But nobody would have even said anything about that. Damn, I never seen it before, but nobody would even said anything. But I just found it funny that people was doing that then, and then now, you know what I'm saying, you can't even do the Tootsie Roll.
I know some niggas are doing a lot worse than that shit right there.
Oh, snap right now. Maybe that was original.
Yeah.
Right now, Valley of the hyenas. Hey, you said no Valley. Wait, I changed my mind.
hold on, God, hold on, me, hey, hold on, it's God, hold on, me, hey, hold on, it's God, hey, look, okay, peekaboo, I get abusive when I speak to Loose, he be in my ear, I'm like, we ain't even cool. What I gotta fear? I know exactly how these people move, but I know my God able turn a demon to a weekend too. Chosen, yeah, since the womb, ayy. They say Jesus not around. Nah, that's what the tomb say. A different type of comfort. I don't know nothing about no duvet. I see Armageddon, I get to treat it like a Tuesday. What's happening? Rappers lacking. I've been fasting, so I'm tapped in. Cut the yapping. Christians laughing. This ain't rapping. This is rapping. Bodies in satin. This the end game for every captain. This what a cap end. Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. Hold on, make, we laying hands. How y'all still doubting if this is really God's plan? They said, luck got us this way. I said, well, we gonna go again. Come on. Yeah, that. Okay, I know who you mad at. God used me to show you rap is something that you bad at. Someone lied and said you was the ish, you a hazmat. Devil said he give me what I want. I said I have that. What's it take to realize? You ain't never been alive. You can't even get a high. Doing you has been alive. You don't own jack squat. You should know you rent a life. We ain't doing scary hours. Get the hell off demon time. Whoa! Oh, snap!
Interesting. So what do you think about that?
I thought that was fire. I know this sounds bad to say, but I don't care. I really enjoy gospel rap, and I really enjoy gospel trap. I do. And people like gospel trap. Yeah, it's trap music. People be rapping on. That's, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you call it Christian rap. You know, I'm talking about it go hard. It goes so hard. I like it. I enjoy it. But he freestyled the mess out of that. I love that.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Hey y'all, can I get some batteries for my Rose? Y'all got some batteries for me?
I wanted to know if you had a charger for my Rose. I'm not trying to be funny. No,
What is you doing with a rose?
What?
What is you doing with a rose?
You know what this is?
Yes, I know what that is. What is you doing with that?
What you mean you know what it is? How you know what this is?
No, Mom, what is you doing with that? Don't skip past the question. What are you even doing with that?
I'm trying to figure out how you know what a rose is.
I'm trying to figure out what is you doing with that. Thing touch me more. That's disgusting.
How is it disgusting?
Cause Mom, I don't know what you be doing with that thing.
Grown up stuff.
Charge my thing, boy. The light on.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, huh?
You playing, right?
Playing about what?
I know that ain't what I think it is.
What?
That's one of them things that you be putting down there and they do this and vibrating and wiggling and all that.
Yeah. And?
No, dog.
Y'all really are getting too comfortable with the internet. That's all I gotta say. Like, why is this a trend? Why are multiple people doing this with their kids? I need y'all women to start looking at things from the other side of the coin sometimes and saying, if a man was to do this, if a man was to go in a room and he got one of those booties or he got one of those, you know, fleshlights, and he take that in the room and he making a joke with his daughters about where his lube at or whatever he needs to achieve his climax. Would that be funny? Would that be funny? Is that a joke? You gotta have discernment. And I fear that it's lacking out here in these content creator streets.
Hey y'all, can I get some batteries?
Yeah. So you think something?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's fucking disgusting. There's no way that I would play with my child like that. You know, even if it was a girl, you know what I'm saying? And I do agree if a guy like propped up a pocket pussy, you know what I'm saying, on the armrest of the motherfucking in the car, like what the fuck? And that's not even cool. Even if it's a brand new rose that you bought out the box, you know what I'm saying? Playing with your son like that, you know, I didn't think that shit was funny at all.
I thought it was kind of funny.
No, you really good at everything but head. I don't want your throat. I don't want that shit. Matter of fact, I want your friend. I'm allowed to switch. Really tired of being in the stew, bro. I'm about to quit. Somebody call my A&R now. Tell them get me out of here, cause I'm about to flip. Bad bitches in the B&B. I'm okay with
So yeah, I don't know. Apparently they didn't look too well. Me personally, I don't think they looked too well. It's very confusing, but yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think the mother looked older than 60, and she looked like she was about 55 herself. So I don't know how many times they watched this before they posted, and if that was actually their caption, but that wasn't it. They could tell your mama is at least 60.
Yeah.
No disrespect, moms.
Yeah.
We want this. We love this. We need this. But this, yeah, we don't need this.
As a member of the African American community, we would like to humbly decline your offer. Since you don't want your own race, maybe the Hispanics will take you instead. So sorry, you have been declined.
A referral on that, but the Hispanic community, we're gonna have to pass on that. You can check the Asians though.
As a representative of the Asian community, after careful consideration, unfortunately, we cannot take her. She will also be banned from ever taking out Chinese again. Though, we will offer her up to the Indians.
After a not-so-thorough examination as a member of the Indian community, we would also like to humbly deny this offer. Maybe the Egyptians would be interested.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's no way. Gotta pass this one back to the white boys.
No.
Okay. What do you think about that?
I think that's absolutely hilarious. I think it's
funny.
hilarious. I love how it just went on. It was like those things. Oh, that's so old. I was gonna say, it's like those things that you open up and it's a little lady inside, and you just keep opening it up and they just there.
Yeah. TikTok used to be really fun when people used the features that were specific to TikTok, but now people just it's evolved and it's just
He's not mixed, just a white guy with dreads. If I was just white, would I have this? He's not mixed, just a white.
So what do you think about that or whatever?
When I saw that, I thought that was absolutely hilarious. That was hilarious, and it was funny. And it was funny because it's like, dang, I was gonna say not every black person use towels, but like I just started using towels like maybe 2 years ago. So I mean, just that's a thing that only black people, and that he used that. I thought that was hilarious. So I'm surprised the damn smoke detector didn't go off.
Yeah, that's what he should have done if he wanted to show he was black. He should have let that smoke.
Yo, man, I just weighed in.
Oh yeah.
My lowest body fat percentage, my highest muscle mass, the waves coming in, the abs coming in. Let's go. Time to go to the next level. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? This dude right here, he lost a lot of weight. He was 350, like how it was. But you know, as you can see, he has a lot of loose skin, but he still has the muscles. You know,
Yeah,
so you know what
they
I'm
did.
saying.
He popping.
Just give it more time. You know, keep going cardio. Keep me. If I was him, I wouldn't try to lose weight. I would just try to work out, build more muscle. But it's all gonna kind of wrap into the same thing. You know, get on the schedule. But yeah, this is a good thing for dude.
Yeah.
So this is a guy named Rakai, or no, a whole different nigga. Faye Silky. I don't know. The only black streamer I watch is LCG because he's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But I don't be tapped into black Twitch like that. But this nigga is upset, or he accused the CEO of Twitch of being racist. You know what I'm saying? Which is like you can't do anything if you're the CEO. Me personally, if I was the CEO of Twitch, I wish nigga would call me racist. I'm gonna show a nigga how racist I am if I was that nigga. But I'm a different type of nigga.
Or speed, right?
I don't know, but he said that Speed and Kai shouldn't be on the Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah, he's racist.
There's no way.
How the fuck a nigga who had $1 million? That nigga had $1 million.
Wait for November 15th. Let's get our payout.
Oh, you're right. Dickless, you know you my dog. Not gonna lie, I still love them Twitch socks that you sent me a couple years.
Bro, can you believe that?
Yeah, that nigga, he's not really that intelligent, but yeah, what do you think about that nigga?
When I first saw that, I was so confused by that because I just found this so funny how it just fell right out of his mouth. Like no thought behind it or nothing. He just, that nigga racist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he racist. What? Yeah, he racist. Oh, yeah, he racist. And I'm thinking to myself, as I'm hearing him say that, like, my nigga, do you not know who on Mount Rushmore, though? You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody say Mount Rushmore, like for real, just being who I am, I'm gonna say my top 4. You know what I'm saying? It's automatic to say the top 4. But Mount Rushmore is really full of old people from the past
Just,
who,
like, I feel like if you think Kai Cenat or iShowSpeed is on the streaming Mount Rushmore, I feel like you literally you just don't know anything about streaming. Like, you don't know. I feel like I said, like, name 10 streamers. Like, it's no way that you can know anything about streaming prior to iShowSpeed and Kai Cenat. And this is for black people. Y'all niggas was not watching Twitch. Y'all was not watching Twitch before Kai Cenat and iShowSpeed. So y'all are just saying, oh well, they are the biggest right now in this moment. Therefore, nigga. Yeah. No, I don't think so. Oh, he had 1 million subscribers. Yeah, because Valorant and fucking all these niggas, and he was 21 days in and he had 700,000. He was just getting niggas gifts to him. Like that nigga LTG said, that 1 million was smoke and mirrors. But you can't just, racism. Like you said, just, racism. Oh, what? Racism. Just,
right. It just,
like you said, if you just keep saying everything is racist, then eventually, nobody's going to care about the word racism. And, we're semi-reaching that point. But Giannis, he does not want to be in America. He wants to go back to Greece, which,
you can't get mad, That's his home. That's where he's from. You know, you can't, no matter how great America is, it's still not some people's home. So, when you used to something and whatever, it doesn't matter how good something is, if somewhere else is still not going to feel, it'll be okay for a while, but it's not home. I don't give a damn how long you're there.
Yeah, and the scenery in Greece is ridiculous. Like the oceans, and the trees, and the building, and the food. But I mean, he said that the Greek hoes don't be bad. So, but he's a married man. He must be really loyal. So,
what's up,
this is a follow to Gilly.
What's up, nigga? Why they think I'm you, nigga? Why they think I'm you, nigga? Huh? I told them folk that, bro. They went goddamn get it. That's my boy. Yeah. But see, that's me, man. The original. You the original Bounce Master? Hell yeah, the Bounce Master J. Man, you got that shit going viral, nigga. They talk about Gilly was in Ludacris video, man. That's fucking you, man. Now, I had talked to Luda too, man, but I was like, hell nah, that ain't, Gilly's not me. Right, but let me ask you a question, though. What was that dance called? But I just caught the beat like that. Oh, cause that motherfucker looked like you was twerking, man. They had me on there, man. Talk about that's me and shit, man. He said he caught the beat like that. You just caught the beat like that? Yeah, I just caught the beat like that. Why they call you the original Bounce Master? Man, I'm the best dancer in Atlanta. Come on, dog. Is you serious, man? In the whole Atlanta? Yeah, in the whole Atlanta, bro.
Anyways. So yeah, he was throwing it back. He was actually killing. He must have been on beat. I want to know what the beat was sounding like. But yeah, I mean, he was doing that for the hoes.
He said he was the best dancer in Atlanta. Okay, then.
Oh yeah, yeah. So speaking of Mount Rushmore, G Herbo, who G Herbo, from when I hear that Rico is coming pretty soon, I feel bad for my boy. You heard what happened? No, a nigga from his hood was talking shit, and that nigga got out the game instantly, and they figured out who did it. So looks like he's gonna get Little Durk, but he made his list of top 4 greatest Chicago rappers, which is what do you think about that? So this is Keith, this is Juice WRLD, and this is Kanye West, and this is Lil Durk, which Lil Durk is pretty crazy.
I never really know where people are from. I always think that I do, but I don't. So I can't really say like who's from Chicago. Like I know they are, but I know Durk and I know Kanye. I've heard some of, is that Juice WRLD? I heard some of his songs. I can never tell what Chief Keef looked like. And I guess I've heard his music also, but I didn't know it was him. So I can't even name anybody else from Chicago.
Yeah, Little Durk. I mean, I would have put King Von up there before Little Durk.
Yeah, most definitely I would.
Me personally, but but